What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the unknown trait behind wholesaling real estate success. And this is going to be a really fun one today, guys, because I really want to break down the hidden things in wholesaling real estate that nobody talks about and that truly depends on your success. And this has been a hidden trait that has defined so many great wholesalers. And I don't want to break down any other names besides me and Rick today, but if you look at the great wholesalers in the industry today, they really break down to these really just honestly one trait. And of course, you can really break it down a lot of things. Oh, hustle or work ethic or grind, and it doesn't come down to that. And here's the honest truth: there's wholesalers out there that don't quote unquote grind it out. They don't put in the crazy reps, but they are very successful and they have this skill set. And I really want to break it down because it's truly an unknown trait, and it's not one that is just hugely talked about. And I really wanted to break that one down today because everyone knows, marketing's super important. Everyone talks about marketing. Everyone talks about, having the sick team and the cold calling and the hustle. And that's done to death. I really wanted to break down today the unknown trait that no one really talks about, and that's unknown. And it's not talked about outside of this channel. It's rarely talked about at all. And I feel like I'm one of the few people that like talking about it and the only people that really do. So I wanted to break it down. But guys, you know what I'm trying to do on this channel. I'm trying to become the first and only wholesaling channel that gives you complete education absolutely for free. We have the only complete wholesaling real estate course absolutely out there that's free. Actually, scratch that. It is not anymore. Is not the most complete free real estate course. It is the largest wholesaling course in the entire country. Yep, I can proudly say that there's no real estate YouTuber or guru that can that has more students in that course than me. I guarantee it. It is freewholesaling.com. We are there's a ton of people in that. And that's what I do. I have the largest wholesaling course in the entire world. So freewholesaling.com is where you get it at. But my goal here is to help you learn wholesaling for free. And you guys don't know, I'm Zach Ginn. I'm 22-year-old real estate wholesaler out of Port St. Lucie, Florida. I run a 7-figure wholesaling operation. I'm not this guy making $50, $100 million per year in real estate wholesaling. I don't think many people do. But what I do is I'm very good at making 7 figures in my wholesaling operation, net. And I feel like I'm decent enough to talk about it and try to help you guys out. So my goal here on this channel is to help you learn wholesaling for free. I want to help you make $100,000 at minimum, absolutely for free. So just do me one big favor. My only thing I ask you in this channel is please smash that like button and subscribe. That's it, guys. You're on Facebook watching. Share this video. Share it to everyone, and love to talk about it. So what is this hidden trait? I'm really excited for this one. So what is the hidden trait that I'm talking about? And the hidden trait, it's going to be a secret, but make sure no gurus are watching. Okay, no gurus around me. But guys, the hidden trait is just talking to sellers. And what do I mean by that? And before you just exit out of this video and you're like, click, I'm out of here. Guys, I wanted to break down the unknown trait of my success. And this brings it down to just connecting with another human being, not in like a relationship type thing or as a friend, but just connecting with someone one-on-one and building a connection with someone. That is the hidden unknown trait that nobody talks about in wholesaling real estate. And it has been a huge attribute. I've attributed to a lot of my success in wholesaling is because I've learned and cracked the code on actually how to connect with sellers. And that's really what I wanted to talk about today. And later in this video, we're going to bring some people on. We're going to talk. Everyone in my mastermind is going to come on, and we're going to talk and try to help everyone out. I see people in the back waiting very patiently. So everyone watching, I see the thumbs up. So you'll be on shortly. But the unknown trait when it comes to wholesaling real estate is just connecting with people. And This comes down to just talking to a seller and getting to know them on a true level and understanding their needs and connecting those needs with a solution. And this can be for anything really in business and life in general, but really what it boils down to is in wholesaling real estate is I'm just trying to help someone who wants to sell their property for cash. I want to help them sell it. Either I provide a cash solution, I refer to a realtor, I'll do a subject to, I'll do a lease option. I teach you guys all of it in this YouTube channel. But connecting with a seller, it really comes down to just understanding them and just having empathy. And the 80-20 rule, I really wanted to break down because it's not that complicated. Like just talking to another person and connecting with them on a level, it takes kindness, it takes empathy, it takes all this stuff. But honestly, it's just listening. Again, Rick says this all the time, and I take this to heart: is God gave you one mouth but and two ears. So what does that mean? What that means is, you guys, you need to listen more than you talk. When it comes to talking to your motivated sellers, this is another trait that it's not said, but when you see all of the biggest wholesalers out there, the best ones making 7 figures a year, and they get behind a phone call, what do? And they don't really teach us too much, but it's not do what I say. It's look what I do. It's not do what I say, but do what I do, or do my actions. And you can see it by their actions. And this is something I picked up really early on successful wholesalers and non-successful wholesalers. Is the ones that are successful, they will listen to their sellers, even ramble. And that is a huge rapport builder. And the cool part about this unknown trait is you don't have to be an expert in wholesaling to do this. This is just not expertise. There's no college course. Sometimes college courses and sales might talk about this, but there is not, like, you don't need to be an expert. You just have to have common courtesy, honestly, and is learning how to have someone speak and talk their mind. Most of your motivated sellers, they want you to understand their issue and then connect it. If they do not feel like you understand their issue, you're not going to get the wholesaling real estate deal. And that's really what I wanted to talk about. So remember, guys, when you're talking to sellers, you want to unlock this unknown trait to just really connect with sellers. It comes down to just listening, and active listening is a big one. You're listening, you're looking in the eye, you're nodding, you're understanding, you're just talking. And you don't want to be blabbing or talking too much. You just want to understand their problem. This comes down to asking 4 simple questions, especially when you're starting out. And yeah, I get this question. I was like, when you're talking to a motivated seller right off the bat, they don't know you, there's no connection. How do you start sparking that connection? How do you get that going? And I could talk about this for hours, guys. And remember, guys, for this live, I'm going to go for as long as possible in this live. So I'll go for 10 hours if I have to. Okay. I want everyone's questions to be answered about this, because this is such an important topic to talk about today. But you're speaking to your seller, you're looking him in the eye, and you're talking, and you get that initial phone call, you're cold calling them, you're getting an SMS text blast. What do we do? And I get this question asked a lot when you're beginners, like, how do I start bringing from the hello, my name is Zach, to the seller maybe crying on your shoulder and you getting a contract signed? How does it go from there? And it's really simple. It's asking 4 questions. And these are really the 4 pillars of just talking to a seller and wholesaling. I did not come up with this. No wholesaling. If you're under the age of 70 years old and you claim you did not create this. This has been done since the 70s. We got real estate books here. I keep this book on my shelf to show everyone how real estate fortunes are made. This is a real estate investing book from 1977. Okay. Let me see if I can find this for you right here. This book was 1972. Okay. How real estate fortunes are made. Okay. Guys, these concepts are still taught in these books. How trading real estate, make sales, and build fortune. I don't know if it's going to be on there or not. You guys can see it. Let me switch the camera really quick so I could, guys, sales in real estate. I'm a historian on real estate investing. Guys, if you can see this, we're talking about sales for real estate wholesaling here. I did not create people who are saying they've created these concepts, they have not. And I got proof. I got books from the 70s on real estate wholesaling, and actually, no, this is a real estate investing book. I mean, creative finance stuff's in there. But what I want to tell you is, guys, the concepts they're not new. So you guys learning how to talk to sellers or getting wholesaling deals or real estate deals, these are not new concept that a crazy good person's coming up with. These are tried and true systems that have been done for decades and decades and decades. Okay, so when someone's trying to sell you a real estate course, they do not have the antidote. They use the old books here, or they use like a book like Traction or something. So it comes down to 4 questions, and these are 4 pillars of wholesaling real estate. This comes down to asking the seller. Again, if you don't know where to go in a conversation with a seller, you can always bring it back to the 4 pillars. Number 1 is motivation. Why is the person looking to sell the property? It's the biggest one, in my opinion, when talking to a seller. And this is where a lot of the speaking is going to be. We can get rapport building and all that today, but motivation is a huge one. Number 2 here is condition. What is the condition of the property? Does it need work? Is the stucco cracked? Do we need a new roof? How is the property? And the condition will tell you a lot about the actual person, the actual property, the neighborhood, things like that. And you could talk about, hey, how's the neighborhood? Oh, Sally, she's a great neighbor. She was a teacher. Oh, what school? What school did you go? It's a great rapport building piece when you really know how to do it. That is condition. Next is time frame. Time frame is when they're looking to sell. Is this within a month? Is this within 2 months, 3 months? It really depends on when they're looking to sell. Is this something that I get done in 2 weeks, 4 months, 5 months? Guys, we have contracts that won't even get executed for wholesaling deals, or even for a wholesale deal, or even for a rental we're buying on some of these big. So like March 2022. So time frame can really vary, and you can still get contracts within the time frame if they're outside. So example, guys always say, oh, if someone is going to sell within 2 months, it's not a wholesaling deal. Guys, we get contracts signed all the time, and we're not even going to be closing on the property till March. So always get the contract signed. Last one here is price. And price, for a lot of people, it is the most important for them. But between you and me, that's the easiest one to manipulate. And I'm not saying manipulate in a bad way. I mean, you manipulate in the definition of actually changing yourself. You can change price. You can't change motivation. It's really hard to change condition if you're not buying the property, especially when you're wholesaling. And it's extremely hard to manipulate when someone wants to sell a property. But the price you can always negotiate and change. So please remember that when you're starting out in real estate wholesaling. So you're talking to a seller and you're going through these 4 things. Let's say you get stuck. And what you need to do is start building rapport, building the connection with the seller. This is where it really gets down to a few amount of things. And building rapport, if you just want to build a connection with generally a human being, I mean, this is a muscle. Like it's not a skill set that takes a lot to actually build, like especially muscle wise. But how do you build this muscle of building rapport for real estate wholesaling? I use the Ford method, FORD, family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. F, talk about their family, uncles, brothers, sisters, kids, dogs, cats, whatever. O, occupation, what they do for a living. R, recreation, what they like to do for fun. And D is dreams, what they want to do in the future, particularly with their home sale. That's super, super important. And we go from there, and then it comes down to some more traits, because you're not going to ask these questions, and you got to come up with some, not creative things, but really find a place that you can connect. So if someone's really into knitting, you like knitting, that's a good rapport builder there. How are the kids? What do they do for a living? Where do they live? Talk about the weather. It really has to come and flow naturally. And another thing I found with great traits with connecting with the seller has just come down to honestly 2 things. And when it comes to building rapport with the seller, it comes down to kindness, and it comes down to empathy. Nobody talks about this on YouTube, especially for wholesaling real estate, and it needs to be talked about more. It's really cool and sexy to be that, Wolf of Wall Street type mentality, and real estate sales, especially in wholesaling real estate and in real estate investing, and just generally in wholesaling and forever, especially when you're in person, you can just on their phone too. is not cutthroat Wolf of Wall Street. Buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now. It's really a friendship that you develop and you get the sale from that. I mean, it comes down from kindness and empathy. And you don't see any of that in the cool, sexy movies or the sexy little videos you see from like real estate course things or something. You don't see it. Yeah. Negotiating, yes, it can be a little more cutthroat from there, but getting to the point of negotiating, it has to be from kindness and empathy. Why do I push that so much? Is because wholesaling is becoming more and more saturated. I'm in an extremely saturated wholesaling real estate market, and I got to compete with 6, 7, 8 other wholesalers on every single deal we do. And what is the edge that I get on everyone else? And why do sometimes sellers will hold off everyone else until I go there? There's usually 2 reasons. And first is because I use like offerpostcard.com. That helps me out a lot. But the second is because I'm not calling, I don't say this in ego, but I feel like I'm more down to earth than other wholesalers that are trying to get the deal. They're all just like cutthroat, price, property. Guys, with kindness and empathy, when you come from that in your heart and not trying to make the profit with the seller, I know everyone thinks it's like, it's soft to talk about this topic. And it's honestly not. Everyone thinks it's like a soft thing to talk about kindness and empathy in business. And no, guys, with kindness, you will lead with a different type of questions when you're asking your seller, and your seller can tell the difference. When you're talking to a seller in like a fake way where you're just trying to make a dollar and you don't really care about the seller, you're not going to get that wholesaling deal. You're going to sound fake. It's not going to go well. But when you come at them with love in your heart and kindness and empathy is actually caring about the seller, caring about their issue. Like, you will just do anything to help the seller with their problem. If I have a seller, they need to sell the property and just my price is too low, I will still go out there and try to find a realtor. I'll try to create I'll do anything to get the house sold for them. And sometimes I'll get some money from referral, obviously, but I'm coming out with love and empathy in my heart, and I will get the deal from doing that. Guys, come with kindness and empathy. You will not sound fake. Your sellers will like it a lot more, and you will beat out other wholesalers. When you have a lower offer than another wholesaler, how do they accept you over the other? You have trust, and they know you're kind, and you know you're actually going to help them out. When you're slick, slimy, like car sales guru type thing, it ain't going to do well. That's where I've seen across the country the best wholesalers out there. Some of them are actually real estate wholesaling gurus that charge big courses. Some have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube, and they come with kindness and empathy in their heart, and they make millions and millions of dollars in profit because it all boils down to that. There's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is understanding their problem and just trying to comfort them, but like not actually caring. Empathy is when you come out there and you actually give your all with love and kindness in your heart. I'm telling you, doing this will help you in so many more opportunities. You put kindness and empathy with talking to other wholesalers and JVing with them, you will get so many JVing wholesaling deals. It is unbelievably amazing. Guys, the more you give, the more you get back. And you give into your sellers. You give them value. You know, providing a service and just going above and beyond, you will be rewarded handsomely on it. And that is the unknown trait in wholesaling real estate success. It's being able to connect with sellers, show you actually care, look them in the eye, smile a lot, and just understand their issues and their problems. And talking about real estate, you'll get there. And this comes down to the actual business itself. If you have kindness and empathy when you're trying to learn real estate, other people are going to help you out. And the other secret sauce I could say is just having a passion for the business. I have such a passion for real estate in general. Of course, wholesaling real estate is my favorite. I always have a special place in my heart for wholesaling, but I love all about real estate investing, creative finance, flipping properties, rental properties, all this in real estate I love. And that's given me a passion to go out here and talk about it, which I think is great, but it lets me actively just want to know more about real estate. I love this business so much. I'll literally look up real estate news because I'm just interested in it. And that helps me talk to sellers more, understand the areas I'm wholesaling in, and really bring value and maybe some history with people, and really talk about knowledge to help the seller know that I know my stuff too. And it helps a lot. So guys, that is my unknown trait. We got a lot of people getting ready. They're in the back room with their questions. I can't wait to talk to them. I'm going to answer all their questions. If everyone wants to talk to me for 2 hours on each one, I'll talk to them for 2 hours. I do not care. I want to give as much value as I can today. So let's see what questions we got on the comments, and we'll bring some people on here for a part of the Wholesaling House for Real Mastermind. But we got Josh here. Josh Weiser says, first contract signed by a seller and buyer is in escrow. Let's go. Woo! Guys, let me tell you right now, I was so pumped up to give this value today that I almost forgot about the intro. And I am not going to forget this intro today. So let's see some questions. We get that intro going and get the people. So Antonio wants to know, if I have all day to cold call, how many homeowners should I be reaching for in order to get leads? I've been calling for months with no luck. You got to reach at least in the thousands, I would say. How big of a list should I be pulling? List of thousands homes, but how do you pre-qualify these leads so you're not wasting your time? Make sure they got equity. Make sure they got high equity, or they're on a government list. What is up, guys? I see everyone in the chat. Nice background here in Florida. Awesome, guys. I love it. I love it. What is up? Hey, guys. What is up? We got Twitch in the house. Oh, yeah. We got Twitch streaming over here. It's 57 degrees in Seattle. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. The weather today where I'm at is 84 degrees. And it's pretty hot. It's very humid, so gotta love Florida. Hey, Zach, I need to get up and get pumped up. Jonathan wants to get pumped. I mean, you're a Houston Texans fan. You need some motivation. Of course you do. But of course, we're gonna get pumped up today. So let's see here. We got some great questions. So we're gonna answer the questions a little later. But let's get it going, guys. We got people in the back. We're gonna get jacked up. We got Graham coming up next, but I don't think you guys are pumped up enough. So let's get it going. Let's roll the intro. DJ, hit it. Let's go, guys. Get pumped up. Get up. I'm about to change someone's life. I'm about to change everyone's life. Bring the value. Let's get it.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Let's go, guys. Let's get pumped up, guys. What is up? We got the DJ on here. Let's pump it up. Juan Air says, thanks for the great information. Let's get it, guys. Let's see how I can help the people out today, and let's see what I can get going. So first of all, we got the one, the only, from the down under. We got Graham. Oh, looks like he's on the phone. We go to someone else?
Zach.
What is up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
How you going, mate?
Dude, I am blessed, man. Every day above ground is an amazing day.
Yeah, you've changed your background since last time I was on. Where's the American flag?
Oh, dude, that changed. We changed studios, man.
I know. It's been a long time. I haven't been on for probably 6 months.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah. No, I just thought I'd jump in and I saw one of your, I think it was one of your lives the other day. So I thought I might jump in, and I haven't been in here for a while just to see how you're going. I tried to message you, but you're harder to get into your DMs than Dustin Poirier's wife's DMs. I mean, you know, I've had no reply, so I thought I'm going to have to come live on the show just to speak to you.
Sorry, man. I'll be getting like 200 messages a day.
Yeah, I can
And it's
imagine.
getting a little hard to get a hold of them. And our business is kind of blowing up a little more than usual, the house flipping. So sorry about that. I mean, I'm trying to get to as many messages as I can, but I'll do 50 in a day, and then I'm 150 more in the holes every single day. So it's getting tougher, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, I've actually been. I hope you don't mind, but sharing your course website with a few new people that I know. So getting
It's
it out
free,
there
man.
for you.
I
Getting it out there
appreciate it.
for
Thanks,
you.
Graham.
I might have to go into hiding from. I might be targeted by the gurus as well, but I just thought, well, it's a good resource for people. So yeah, I've actually got a Facebook group. So I was wondering whether I could, post it in there for people that are new to be able to jump onto. I don't know if that's within your your boundaries, but I was going to just put it in there and just say, look, any newbies, jump on here. And yeah, I thought being a foundational member with Zach from the early days, I thought you'd be able to help me out there.
Yeah, man. What's your group called?
It's called Collaborate, Network, and JV. So it's more for connecting people in the industry together and getting them, getting people across the US to be able to link up with each other and, share and hopefully JV be able to help each other out in different markets now that it's, blown up virtually. So that's what it's all about.
Oh yeah, man. That's awesome, man. So what's the name one more time?
Collaborate, Network, JV. It's a private group. I haven't got it on public. It's sort of invitation only. You've been invited if you check your messages. I mean, You're welcome to jump in
right now.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's about sort of networking and people in the industry. And it's not just wholesalers. It's people with creative finance, investor friendly realtors, and that to get in there and to make contact with people and share and care, get the love out there, and hopefully create networks in different states where you want to do some virtual stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, I just joined it. So
awesome.
Shout out to you there. So yeah, man, I love it, dude. So how have you been doing? So how is virtual wholesaling? Are you still in Texas trying to do it from Australia?
No. I haven't done much in Texas lately. Been in doing a little bit in Ohio and in Tennessee. So they're the main places now, and moving across now to Milwaukee. Looking at a few properties there. So yeah, got a certain criteria and just sticking to that. A bit more laser focus these days.
All right. Sweet. What do you say?
Bit more laser focus. I was probably last time I was a bit too everywhere, whereas I'm sort of sticking to certain markets and certain criteria now. Taking your advice, and I thought I'd found a really good market in Knoxville, and then I think a week later you put it as your number one virtual market. And what's Zach doing now? What's Zach doing to me? So, so no, all good.
All right, sweet. Are you doing deals there, or are you having success?
Yeah, just done two. Just settled one yesterday in Ohio, actually.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I'm looking in Milwaukee at the moment and looking to buy a couple of places there. And just Tennessee. I'm in looking for deals in Nashville. If anyone's got deals out there, I've got actually an end buyer that's looking for deals. So I know it's a pretty hot market, but yeah, Nashville's probably the main place at the moment in Tennessee where we're looking.
Awesome, man. I mean, how many deals have you done this year, man?
Well, done a couple of JVs and a couple of my deals, in the last couple of months, and
awesome.
Yeah, we're actually looking at a different concept now, like buyers from Australia as well, linking up buyers from Australia. So that's sort of where we're at now. So that's what we're working on at the moment. Bit of a niche market.
Dude, I remember talking to you a while back. I mean, you're still trying to get your first couple deals, man. So
yeah,
that's great growth you've been having. I mean, Where are you attributing that success to, you think?
Just staying in the game. Just keep. I just
Wow.
watch. I watch as much of you. I mean, I know you know. Oh, you probably forgot, but originally when I started, I did Alex Youngblood's accelerator course. So I watch Alex all the time. I watch you. There's another guy, Nate Armstrong, who I'm involved with his team and that. So I watch a lot of them. They're great people, and I just watch as much. And I've always got my headset on, listening to podcasts, and just probably the commitment. I was committed. It's a lot harder from over here, but just being committed to. I said I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, like the old Dutch Jackson song, "REI till I die." So that's it. So it's just you got to stay in the game and you just got to persist. I've had a lot of deals fall through. Had a lot of stuff, especially with logistics, being in another country, but getting there. And just I've networked with a lot of people. That's been probably the success. Just networking with, met so many good people on the ground in the States, and I'm working with someone from my group at the moment, and just trying to link up with really good people. And if I can help someone out, like I said, I've handballed your course to a few people that are starting, that are struggling, and just it's all about networking. And like you said before about when you're talking to a seller, just be a real person. It's the same when you deal with a realtor, a wholesaler, anyone in the industry. Just be a real person. Just
That's it.
be up front and see if you can help each other out. So that's it. So they're probably the main things, Zach, that I've been doing differently.
Wow. Okay. And I mean, you're pretty good at like JVing and, sniff them out if it's a good JV or not, because you've done a couple. I mean, how are you able, just for anyone looking? I mean, I got some tips for me, but how are you able to find someone like JV and collaborating? Because I mean, you got the group right here for you.
Well,
How do you find someone?
The reason I started the group was I'd just post in, say your group or I'm in a lot of groups, and I'd just say, hey, anyone looking to JV or collaborate, and then people would respond, and I'd get on the phone and talk to them, say, oh, where you at? And some people say, I'm brand new, blah, blah, blah. Or some people would say, oh, I'm here, I'm there. And I just talk to people and I'd say, look, I can't help you out. That's a different market, but I know this guy in this market. So I'd set them up together. And I just saw a real need. The industry's changed a lot with COVID and everything, and it's gone virtual. And a lot of people are dropping out because they haven't actually got the resources to do the whole thing from start to finish. So I thought, well, why not team up? Even, like just team up and share resources, and like a JV, you got a deal, someone else has got a buyer. It doesn't have to be the whole complete system yourself until you get more experience and you've done some deals. And like yourself, the way you learn is through going through deals, especially ones that fall over. You learn twice as much, and then you can earn while you learn as well. It might only be a small chunk of the thing, but then 6 months in, you might say, well, I'm going to do my own deal myself, rather than getting 6 months not doing a deal and dropping out. So that was sort of the whole thing behind it. And I mean, you probably remember my Aussie mate Warren, that used to be on a few of the calls. Well, he's the master at JV. He's done dozens and dozens and dozens. He's really good at it. So we talk every day. So he's been a big influence, and he's in my group. So and he's the same. He's networked right across the states. So it's just about what value you can bring, and matching up with someone.
Definitely. I mean, for every one of you, not you, but like someone that's getting into it, maybe outside the country, that actually is starting to get deals and success. There's probably 8 or 9. I'm going to be honest, that just quit. It's too hard. It's been 2 or 3 months. I mean, I have no success. So hats off to you. I mean, how are you able to find these people, or especially with Warren, like people actually want to collaborate and provide value versus people that are just trying to suck info and value out of you, and they don't want to give anything back? What are you finding, especially when you're doing everything virtually for you?
Yeah, I think the number one thing is a phone call. Get on the phone with someone.
Yes.
And prepare yourself. Just sort of, and you don't want to interrogate someone when you first meet them. It's like a seller. If you interrogate them, they're just going to say, see you later. But just be honest with them about yourself, and then just say, look, is there any way We can work together. Are we a good fit or not? And if not, so be it. Wish you all the best luck. I mean, you're not going to be able to work with everyone, but there are some people that your personality just gels with.
Yeah.
And even that, you can start the process and then it doesn't work. Something happens, but it's just trial and error. It's just like text blasting. I mean, you got to send tens of thousands of texts out to get a deal sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing when you are trying to connect with people. You might have to go through a lot of people. A lot of people don't return your call. They ghost you, whatever. That's the same as it's the same thing across the board. And that's the same thing in life. So you've just got to go, like, let's say 20 people and one person might stick. And then you just build up people that have got the same values and the same stuff as you. And then it sticks and then you go from there. So, I mean, you know yourself, Zach, you've been, you have contact with a lot of people. You just sort of, when you talk to people, you click or you don't. It's just as simple as that. And that doesn't mean that if you don't click with someone, they can click with someone else. And that's just the way it is. And, so I just did that. I spent months on the phone just talking to people. And then I realized there's a real need in the market for this, for people to be linked up, because it's gone virtual now and it's never going to go back to the old way. It's never going to go back, not with all the technology now. So there's people, I've got an international group and there's people in Israel, there's people in Europe, there's people all over the world that are doing this now in the States virtually. And it's no different from you doing it in Florida and looking in Indiana. It's no different because it's all virtual. And a lot of these people have got really good people on the ground, and they use these people on the ground to JV. They JV. They say, look, I can get the deal virtually. You're on the ground. You bring a buyer. Bang. There you go. That's it. There's a bit of a niche market there.
I'm telling you, the only difference between you and me is when I go outside, everything's not trying to kill me. You, every time you go outside, something's trying to kill you. So
yeah, well, that's right.
No difference.
Well, I had a porcupine and an echidna on my deck the other day. The ones with the prickles.
Yeah.
And then when you go to touch it, all the prickles go up. But that's like a pet. We call that a pet over here.
Oh my gosh.
I've actually had a snake here. I've had a snake here. I'm down near the beach. I've had a snake here. So, I mean, there's a lot of things over here that want to kill you, especially when you get up to the top of the country. A lot of crocodiles, sharks, all that sort of stuff. But it's no different than the wholesale world. There's plenty of predators. They're trying to get you, so you got to toughen up.
Yeah, they got some great whites off the beach where I'm at, like a mile from my house. So
yeah,
it's getting crazy out there. But that's amazing, man. Seeing your success, because I just, you can tell when someone's brand new if they keep. It's not even knowing if like you're good at talking to sellers. Like when I was talking to you, I knew you were going to do good. Like starting out with the Zooms, is because you were on those Zooms every single week starting out because you were trying to get better. And you just kept showing up. And I think one of the secrets that you've been having that I've just been noticing is discipline. You just, even if you didn't want to go the day, you would go out there and just get better. You'd still build your network. You'd still go out there and try. Discipline's been a huge thing for me. And I can see it's been helping with you. So it's hats off to you, man. There's so many people watching this right now. Not a lot. But a good amount. I mean, at least 5% I've seen from my statistics on the YouTube channel that are outside the United States trying to learn wholesaling real estate. So I think you're a great case study for someone who's trying to get outside the United States and learn. So, man, hats off to you, man.
Yeah, well, another thing too, Zach, is through connections with people and people like yourself that are, and throughout the industry that have been there, done that, they grab you and they sit you down and they say, hey, have you thought of doing this? And you're that focused on what you're doing that you can't think of anything outside the box. And this niche that I'm and my wife are getting into now with Australian buyers and that come from someone that was a contact in Tennessee. They said, why don't you look, why don't you do that? And I thought, I've never thought of that. I mean, Warren and I did talk about it early days, but we were too busy trying to find buyers in the States. So, the people that are in Israel are probably looking to do the same thing. If they can get people that have got deals in America and team up with them, that gives people in America another option of a seller. I mean, an international seller, international investor. So, do you know what I mean? Like it just opens up more doors. So once again, if you contact and you make contact with more people, and you got to put yourself out there, and it can be a bit scary. It's like talking to a seller the first time. You freak out and you want to hang up, but you get better at it. And through these contacts, you meet great people, and then they give you better ideas because they're further down the track than you. So I've just been, really blessed to have really good, just meet some fantastic people, and that was because I got a feeling that they were good people, and I just pursued it. And that's the way I'm heading now. It's all about relationships with me. Is if I can make more relationships and if I can help more people, well, then it's win-win. So I'd like to thank you and your dad. You and your dad have been a huge influence from the start with all the content. I mentioned a few other people before that have helped me out, and a lot of content. And just everyone that puts free content out there and helps people. But the secret is you've got to put the time in. You've got to watch the content, listen to the content. And I just had a thing recently. I've got your dad will laugh at this, Rick will laugh at this. I remember he did a video a long time ago about the importance of a title office. We've just closed a deal that took about 5 weeks to close because we went with a title office. It wasn't our title office, and everything that your dad said was going to happen happened. So I've shared that video with a lot of people that said this is one of the most crucial things. So the content's there, but you've got to listen to the content, and you've got to spend the time. Instead of watching TV or listening to music in your car, put the headphones on and listen to a live or a podcast. And that's what Warren and I do. We're always listening. We're in another country, so we listen to you guys full time. Like all the content that comes out, we have to surround ourselves with it because over here you just haven't got it. It's just not around. So you'd soon drop off if you didn't listen to all the stuff all the time. So but thanks for having us on, Zach, and having a chat. I won't take up too much time if there's other people that want to jump on and have a bit of a chat, but I just sort of touch base with you after a while and see how you're going. And it's a lot's changed. You've got a different backdrop, new studio.
Oh yeah, it's a TV, man. It changes every time. So we'll
your hair's getting a bit longer. You're going to grow your hair out, are you? You're going turning hippie.
I'm going a little hippie. I'll grow my hair out a little more. We got a new studio. We got a new office. So that's kind of what we did. So it's a little nicer. I still got the American. I'll put the American flag behind me over here. But I like it, man. Don't act like you're taking too much. I can go for hours. My business, it's based on autopilot, so I don't need to be doing anything else. I just like talking about this stuff. I don't, because like you said, with everything going virtual, I don't go to real estate investing associations anymore. I just talk to people over the phone. I do Zooms. It's way better because I can get in front of people who actually care about this business. People in real estate investing associations, like some of them do, some of them don't. I can actually get in front of people that actually legitimately care, and it helps. I think a really cool part you're talking about is just immersing yourself in content, not just from me. Obviously, my opinion on courses and stuff. Not the biggest fan, but the free content, the more you immerse yourself with other people's opinions for wholesaling real estate, the more you think about it. And my best ideas in wholesaling, like calling from listrei.com, like calling PropStream buyers, that's just for me thinking about wholesaling when I'm working out or something. I get some water. I'm like, why don't I just call the cash buyer list on my best ideas have always been from two things: talking to other people about it, and just thinking about wholesaling all the time. I'm kind of weird. I always think about real estate, but those have been my best ideas. So I think it's really important you brought that up.
Yeah, definitely. It's there's definitely a saturation. Like when I first started, I was obsessed, and you get to a saturation point, but you've got to have a balance between too much and not enough. And there's so much content out there that when you've got a topic in your mind, you just have to go to YouTube or you just have to Google, and you can pick up so much stuff. Now, I'm not saying that you don't do courses. I've done courses and I've got great value from them, and the people I've met are amazing and great teachers and all the rest of it. But you've got to be pretty savvy. If you do something, you've got to find the right people that align with what you want to do. And I know you're probably, when you talk about the gurus now, you're probably not you know that there's certain people in the industry that are good money, value for money, and they're doing the right thing, and you get like a bit of a mentorship, and you get direct contact, you get all that sort of stuff. And then there's people that are doing, probably the wrong thing. So that's just up to the individual. Some people work better under guidance, and some people can just do it all by the information by themselves. So that's a personal choice.
Yeah, definitely. I always say that. That's why I let anyone who wants to talk to me one-on-one, talk to me one-on-one. I'll give you a game plan right today. I'll do it, man. I don't care.
Yeah. And I mean, the people that I've worked with, and is like this, you can get direct contact with them. Yeah. And that's really important. That's really important. And they really care. I don't want to shout out on your platform too much about Alex, but Alex was genuinely, when I got my first deal, he was genuinely pumped up and was wrapped and fresh, because a lot of people said it couldn't be done back in the day from here. And he said, yeah, let's do it. So you got to find the people with a similar mindset, that bit of a can-do mindset. And sometimes if you've done your due diligence and you have to pay for it, well, that's what you do. If you haven't got the money, well, there's plenty of stuff, platforms like yourself, Zach, that will say, look, I'll teach you, just spend the time and come in the group and I'll teach you for free. So I use all of it, use a bit of both, Zach. And
cool. I just pinned you on my messages, so I'll see them now.
Yeah.
I just pinned you on there on the top. So you got a question, I'll help you out. I have to start pinning people that are actually providing value and stuff. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I should have got Warren. I should have tried to link Warren in, because, like I said, he's the true JV champ, like from an international point of view. He just got early days, got onto like the Keegley model and just said, right, I'm going to do that. And I mean, that's not all he does, but he's very good at it, and he's very good at building relationships. So I learnt off him. I mean, we talk every day. Wow. Funnily enough, we've only found a few people in Australia that do this, and he only lives 20 minutes down the road from me. So
wow. That's true. I mean, the whole country is basically in maybe three cities. So it's a pretty good chance. That's awesome.
Yeah. So he's the same. He continually listens to podcasts, jumps in groups. I mean, we've jumped into a heap of stuff like this, Zach, that we've found out there's a group that might have, Steve Trang in, and we've jumped in there. And the great, I mean, all these people are fantastic, and they get questions and we get the answers, and we get to interact. But then when you stay in the group after the guest has left, you talk to all the people in the group, and they're just awesome people. So, like, you've just got to connect with people. Yeah. And just, connect with people, and whatever opportunity you get into a fresh group, have a look. If it's not for you, jump out. If it's for you, stay in there. And that's sort of been our success, and, upwards and onwards. And hopefully when all this COVID stuff's finished, I can fly over there and hang out with you guys. Do a US tour. Me and Warren might come and do a US tour.
Oh yeah, man. We'll bring you to all the some of the flips we got. I'll show you some real some fun houses. You can actually see the stuff you're wholesaling. Some of them ain't pretty, but they're nice. I built the house here from the 40s today. It's just the cypress rottings everywhere, and it's a good deal. So I'm excited, man. So I appreciate you hopping on, providing value, man. I'm just pumped up for your success, man. I just discipline and collaboration. I mean, I think that's kind of the topic today, is just connecting with people, and that comes down to JVing also. I'm in the six figures of just cash net profits from just JVs, from people sending me deals. And it just comes down to being able, honestly, with JVing, is connecting a buyer with a seller. And if you can find an arbitrage where you're really good at finding a cash buyer, someone's good at getting contracts, be like Warren, and you can make a lot of money. It's great.
Yeah. And final point, I know there's a lot of people out there that I've seen it in groups, and they go, why would you do that when you can get your own? But I understand that when you're fully set up, and you and Rick know, once you're set up, it's a different game. Once you've got your systems in place. But I'm talking maybe about, even if you're that experienced, expanding your network and having almost like a side income on top of your own deals. and for people that are starting off to stay in the game, to be able to work with other people, to maybe add value and learn off an experienced person while they're earning a little bit of money. So I know there's a lot of people out there that can it, but you've got to remember that things have changed in the last 2 years. So you've got to evolve with the times. And if it means that you can stay in the business, you've sometimes got to look at alternative things. And it's not for everyone. And I know a lot of more experienced people say, get your own deals or what. There's a lot of negative out there, but new people, don't get discouraged. Just that's for them. You follow what you've got to do, and if you've got to do whatever you've got to do to stay in the game, you stay in the game, and don't drop out because like I said, Warren and I have been over here for 2 years now, and we've had our ups and downs, and you just got to stay in the game. So that's my 2 cents worth from over here, and I'll jump off and let someone else have a chat. But thanks for having me on, Zach, and say hello to your dad. He's between your content and his content, it's fantastic. So doing a great job.
All right. Thanks, Warren. I appreciate it. Thanks, Graham. I appreciate it. I'm getting you guys mixed up. But,
yeah.
Man, I've seen you since the beginning in your journey, and it's awesome seeing your growth. And I can't wait to see your growth in the future. So it's going to be even more insane. So
yeah,
can't wait, man. I appreciate it.
No, I'll try and jump in more often. I'll try and jump in once a month. I've just been super busy. I've been doing a rehab over here as well. So I've been up all night and all day. So I've been super busy, but I'll try and jump in once a month. And I quite often jump into your Facebook lives and just listen while I've got my headphones on. So look, I appreciate this group, and hopefully, it just keeps growing, and you can teach more people, Zach.
That's the goal, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
The
link's on there every week.
Take it easy. And when you come over here, you've got free to Victoria, to Melbourne. I'll show you around. You've got free accommodation. All right. You are Rick.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. I'll go fishing over there. Get some other marlin. I love it, man.
Take you fishing and surfing.
I love it, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Zach.
All right, keep it up.
Bye.
Awesome, man. Guys, come on. Like, if this wholesaling business is not the key to getting you out of the financial situation you're at right now, or just helping you even just become even better in real estate wholesaling, I don't know what else will. Guys, wholesaling has changed my life. It will change your life too, guys. I'm telling you, this business will change everything. I'm telling you, Graham's been going and look. So with the link on behind, it's the Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group. It is the largest wholesaling mastermind in the country. And Graham's been on it, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months ever since COVID's been going on. And he's been asking me questions. I've been working on one-on-one, not every single week, but he went on a lot when he was starting out and just trying to get a little bit of pieces on there, learning virtual wholesaling. And as you can see, he kept with it. And I haven't seen him in like at least 4 months, and he's killing it. So props out to him. That's amazing, guys. So check out his Facebook group, JV Collaborate, and let's see what it is. Collaborate dash network dash JV, and get it going, guys. But wholesaling houses for real is the Facebook group, guys. That's to get the link to hop on here and talk to me. And that's how we get it going. So let's hear the questions we got. We got hello. Hello. Natalie,
hello? Is that me?
That's you.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
You're in New York, right?
Yeah, New York. Trying to do Florida.
I did not forget. All right. So
great.
What's your question? How can I help you become a better real estate wholesaler today?
Yeah, I got a couple questions.
All right.
Go ahead. I'll be right there. Sorry, I got my son. Well, we have a couple. I'm actually JBing right now. I'm glad that you guys were talking about that. Because he actually has worked so well as far as like getting an actual warm lead. So can't complain. So now we have some leads, but they're nowhere where I usually work. So it's kind of like working around. I'm the one in charge of getting the buyer. So it's kind of, difficult where I have no clue, like I have no connections, other states. And then we have this one lead that has like no comps, like nowhere for me to comp anything. It's very rural, but I feel really bad because the person, the seller is going through a really tough time. So I'm really like want to try to help her, but then I don't want to be stuck where I cannot find a buyer on the other end. So is there any way? Somebody suggested to get a realtor, like get you like best assessment of the property. I don't know.
Okay. I need some information. So it's in Florida, the deal?
No, this was saying Kentucky.
Kentucky. Where in Kentucky are we talking? Louisville, Lexington.
No, it's not one of the big cities, that I can tell you.
Is it outside of the big city, like a suburb?
Yeah.
Suburb of what city?
Let me pull it up. Give me a second.
Pull it up, because I know people in Kentucky. I can just send you. You can JV with them. They'll find a buyer for you.
Yeah, definitely. It's in. Oh, that's not it. Baxter, Kentucky.
All right, let's look up Baxter, Kentucky. Baxter is in Harlan County, Kentucky. Let me just pull it up. Where in the world? That was away from literally everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of by Knoxville at that point. Let me kind of see what I got here. Yeah, you're pretty far. Let me see the population. Where do you get this deal from?
Oh, well, like I said, I'm JVing with somebody else, so she gets the leads, and then I find a buyer. But like this one, like if I'm to the point that like I will if somebody else has a buyer and wants to JV directly with her, I'm fine with that. Like I feel bad for the seller.
Okay, what's the price point on the house?
Well, like she says 75, but then like if I go to Zillow, it says 38, and then PropStream is saying like 160. So it's like really off. It's kind of really
okay. Well, there's one really good way to find comps or something like that. And do you know? Do me a favor. Don't give me the address. I don't want anyone stealing. There's a lot of people watch it. Go to rentometer.com and try to put the address in and tell me what rent value comes out while we're talking, because that's also a really good way to just find how much the thing's getting in for rent. That could potentially help you find the values a lot better. While you're doing that, it's rentometer.com.
Got it.
And put the address in there. Don't tell me the address because I don't want anyone stealing your deal here. But Rentometer is a great one. I can tell you right now. So the point of me saying that is you can find cash flow comps. And cash flow comps is basically, you can basically run a rough formula on the cash flow on the property and finding the value from it. So let's say we figure out the property at most will rent for $1,000 per month. We divide that by 1%, and we figure out, hey, worst case scenario, roughly worth $100,000 for like really rougher properties, under 100K. That's a really good one. So she's saying 75. Is it renting for 750? Is it renting for 1,200? Let me know what pops up when you do that. It'll just give us a better amount on there and kind of roughly let us know where we're at on it. So, so guys, it's let me just make sure I got it right. It's rentometer.com, and that helps me a lot there. So, just finding really what's good rent or not. So, no, it'll pop up there. But yeah, when you're wholesaling in a very rural or rough area, I mean, that county right there I saw, it's like under 30,000 population. The best thing you can possibly do is just go to PropStream, listrei.com, and really pull cash sales and cold call it. Facebook. I mean, my question for you, did you go to the Kentucky Real Estate Investors Facebook group and try to sell it on there?
Okay, that could be
I
too.
would definitely do that.
I haven't tried that.
Okay.
Nothing's coming. Say sorry. There's not enough results in that location to
Yeah,
generate.
there's probably not much rentals there, so
Yeah.
that's not good. So whatever bedroom, bathroom it is in there, probably what you want to do is go to the Kentucky Real Estate Investors Association Facebook group. Do not give the address or even the city. It's in Harlan County or Herlin. I just get the right county. Hey, I have a 3-2 or whatever in Herlin County. Who wants to JV on this deal? Great deal or something if it's a great deal. Someone in that area could help you out, probably in southeastern Kentucky. JV from there and get a deal. I mean, that's Facebook would be the most powerful way to do it. And that probably what I'd do. Or I would just start finding cash sales on listrai.com.
Yeah, I'm gonna look back into that and see if I can find anything else. My second question was fire damage. I have a lead that has fire damage, and first of all, like I have usually get these sellers that are very cutthroat, and they're just like, I want this, and I'm like and then it's kind of like they want to sell it, but so I'm trying to figure out how to cut through that like fast pace that they go and they're just like really close minded, trying to open it up, because I know that, like, for example, this one is a fire damage, so I mean it could potentially take this hassle out of his way, but and I'm still trying to assess how much, what is how you assess like how much this is gonna cost.
Yeah. So with a fire damage property, it's not someone has to give the property away, but someone has to be willing to sell it. Some people, if they want the most for the house, they can either do two things: either list it with a realtor or try to sell it by yourself. But if they're not open, if they're not even open to you talking, it probably won't even be a good wholesaling deal. And that's honestly what I've seen. So my best recommendation for you is with sellers like that, I cut to the point. Hey, did you go through the 4 pillars with them when you're doing it? The 4 pillars of wholesaling: motivation, condition, time frame, price.
Yeah.
Okay. So where's the big issue when you're talking to them? Are they just saying, I want this, 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 and this, and it's just nothing, like they're not changing anything like that?
This guy in particular, he calls me, and I call him, and then he was just, yeah, it has fire damage. I'm trying to fix it, and I have a contractor there right now. But if you want it, it's 160. And okay, and then okay, quick. I was like, okay, let me run some numbers, and I'll get back to you. And he was like, kind of like hang up, like doesn't let me try to, I guess, talk to them like you do, try to warm them up a little bit.
Yeah.
And, it's very quick, kind of to the point. So,
okay. There's 2 options here, and one option's not possible. Option 1, when someone's like this, especially in our own home market, I'll go, okay, let me just meet you in person then. Like if they're just like that, let's meet in person. And then they can't hang up on me, because you can't really hang up on someone in person. You can shut the door on someone, but that's not an option for you. The second option here is you're going to have to use the car analogy when it comes to buying a car. And, you're just going fast. Say, hey, can I ask you one really quick question? Because they're just going a mile a minute, right? You got to slow these people down because they don't want to waste their time. Have you ever bought a used car before? And I mean, you're in New York City, so some people have not, but for most around the country, they have.
yeah.
If they're not in the borough. So yes, I've bought a used car before. Why are you asking me? This has nothing to do with real estate, because they'll get really defensive. And well, the reason why I'm asking you is because I bought a used car before, and I love test driving. Like I have to test drive before I buy it. Have you ever test driven a car before you buy? Of course I do. Why would I not? Well, I'm actually serious about buying your property here, Mr. Seller. And again, we can go really quick on this, but a property is a big thing. Like it's not something I can just look at, like looking at a phone or looking at just a carton of milk. Like I just know what it is. I have to actually go in it, look at it. That's why I'm asking these questions. I'm actually serious. You should understand, if someone's really serious about buying the property, they're going to be asking questions. And that's what I'm doing. I can't buy a property if I don't know too much about it. And obviously I have to understand it. It's definitely have some fire damage. So is it okay if I ask you a couple more questions? I'm sorry if you want to hang up. If this is not the right time, we can always call back tomorrow. But I'm serious about buying the properties, and that's why I need to ask you some more questions. That would be like, oh, shoot. Oh, okay. She's actually serious, and she's actually asking the questions. Sometimes you just got to put a seller in their place. And if they're like, no, I don't have time for it, they're not on the next one. But most of the time that shuts them up and lets them get a little more open. You kind of have to call them out a little.
Yeah.
And that approach helps a lot for virtual wholesaling.
No, okay. That's perfect. Yeah. I'm going to try that. I mean, I love watching you do the cold calling because I can see how you connect with the sellers, and that's how I'm trying to go.
Cold calls.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm trying to go through that route, and it's it works when you're like very, like you say, honest and being like transparent with them, and making them understand that they are your first priority. I mean, so that's what I'm trying to do.
I'm telling you, like I'm in Port St. Lucie. A lot of New Yorkers, a lot of people from Brooklyn, like they are short to the point, and that's where I've trained it because they're like, "What price do you want for the house?" Like, and they got the accent, thick accent, and that's kind of where I've learned just be like, you got to be quick. And I've said that speech I just told you, 20 different variations, but like every single month I got to throw something out like that because just people are being short with me, and I got to get going. So. It's definitely a really good one. And this won't be the last time you have to deal with someone like that or anyone watching this.
Yeah, I'm sure. And lastly, do
as
you
many
know
questions as you want. I want to help you out.
I know I had like another one, but I can't remember. I actually wrote these, so that's how I'm remembering
No
them.
worries.
And last
Take your
one, I'm looking into Jacksonville because it seems like it's kind of hot in there. So just like when I have like spare time, do you know by any chance what's there like an average rental cost there, like per square foot? So you do have like an average.
Yeah, I'll pop it up for you. Just to kind of do some analysis on it. So, really, Jacksonville's. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a really weird market, and I don't recommend you do Jacksonville. I think you should do Duval County, which is the county of Jacksonville. Duval County, you'll have a lot better results.
Really? Okay.
Or just doing the county of. So let's see what the median price point is. Median. Oh, 256. That's nothing crazy. That's pretty average around Florida, I would say. My market's basically like that, 256. So as you can see, it's popped up, but 256. So you really, for most deals, you want to be under that number. 21% 1 year change, and that's a lot of Florida, just because a lot of New Yorkers, people from California, Illinois, they're all kind of moving down here. And Duval's kind of one of the best weather places in Florida. It doesn't get way too hot, but it's a great one. 256 is probably the number there. And really, average price per square foot, I don't like saying that because Jacksonville, you got houses from the 30s, 20s, and 1910s. And then you got properties from like 1980s, 1990s, and they're different price per square footage. So I don't like to give one general one, just because they're all so different. And you're going to figure that out in Florida. House number one's 100K. House number two is worth like 30, and house number three is worth 500. There's no rhyme and reason for a lot of these places. Each street's crazy different, and it takes a lot to learn this stuff. So Florida's really weird in a lot of markets. Orlando's probably the most like centralized, where they're all kind of the same. On Port St. Lucie, every street's different. That's why I got to memorize basically every street there. Florida's a weird one, I would say. But yeah, Jacksonville's weird. I mean, comps you got to be careful of, and it definitely Jacksonville's one of the biggest learning curves, but you can easily do very well in that county.
Okay, and renovation costs, you know how much? Because I know I have an average for for Orlando, but I don't know what it is if it changes too much as you go up. Or
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a quick question. Do you have a PropStream? Do you have PropStream? All right, your volume's not working.
sorry, I put myself in mute. Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. I want you to let me pull it up for you. I'm gonna try to find it here. Let's see. Let me try to find it. Just give me a second. Let's see. Just pull it up here. I'm trying to find the thing for you. Let's do Palm Beach County. Okay. Go here. It should be. Okay. Let me show you. So give me a second. Well, I'm just trying to add it on my group here to show you. Let me go to my. See if it. Okay, I'll pop it up right here. So I'm on PropStream, listREI.com, and since you have it, I can show you it like this. This is a quick hack. So I just popped up Palm Beach County because I was looking at some deals in Jupiter and Jupiter, Florida. So that's kind of like south of me, but I'll show you. So I'm in it right now. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna make it big for everyone. I'll zoom it in. Just give me a second here. All right, so we got this house. I mean, it's a nicer house. So like it's a good example house. Nothing like too crazy on there. So PropStream's pretty cool because it gives you basically it lets you search per market because every market for rehabbing is completely different. I learned that the hard way in wholesaling real estate, but every single one is completely different. So the cool part with PropStream is I've shown this to a lot of people. So can you see it? All right, cool. So all you got to do here is when you pop up a property, it's not like individual. It's individual. It's not like completely for everything. But you go here to Rehab Calculator. Do you see where it says tools right there? Basically, you click that. I saved this property already. So it'll bring me to Blue Hammer, which you probably have to pay like 15, 20 bucks a month. But with PropStream, you get it for free. Basically, pop it up here. So it gives you a little link here. So estimate new rehab costs. Let's call it project. It'll probably pop up. I don't know if I'm logged in or not. But so start here by searching the area. Which one should I do? I'm going to click project actions. We'll do there. So what kind of project do I want to do on this property? And that's when you got to decide. So let's pop it up and sort of see, right? Let's do search by popular projects, right? Let's say it needs bathrooms, ceilings. Let's just say I want to add flooring. That's all. Actually, it just needs a new kitchen. It's got a bad kitchen, right? It needs cabinets, cooktops. What kind of category? Let's just say we're going to do countertops, all right? Let's see. You want to add an island. We're gonna get real cute and fancy, right? We're gonna make it good. We don't want it crazy good. And we're just gonna call it kitchen, right? Add to estimate. And your estimate's done and got it closed. And then you can see it from there. And the number of line items. So it says the DIY for new kitchen. Depending on the project, if you're gonna remove the faucet, I mean, it'll give you the cost of everything here. Cut natural stone. Like if you're going all out on a new like a $200,000 house, you're probably going to put $12K into it. labor and the install cost. And really, you can do it by area too. So, I mean, you can calculate the measurements, area notes. You can really get all cute and fancy with it. But you can definitely do your own project on there. You can search other popular items, but Blue Hammer is really good. It's a little pricier, not the service, but on like actual comps and stuff of like a new kitchen. A new kitchen would probably be 15, 12 to 15, and probably 10, honestly. The DIY cost will probably be 13K. So it's pretty much on par. I would include, honestly, rehab, like the job cost on there. 21's a little excessive, but 12's pretty good. And it gives you a decent area on it. You put the island, you get all cute and fancy. So it's pretty good. I mean, we can clear this out and sort of show you. I mean, let's see. I mean, we can cut out like the island stuff. It'll probably save you $4,000. So I mean, it's pretty good. So it's called Blue Hammer. All you really got to do on PropStream is click the Rehab Calculator, add that to your thing, and it'll work pretty well. So it's called Blue Hammer, but it's powerful. I love it. So that's how I do it. If you do in like New York City, that would probably be 30,000, honestly, because just where labor things are, in Milwaukee, it's probably gonna be a lot cheaper. So it's great. It does it by city, popular projects. You can really get in the nitty gritty of things on it.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. I had seen it, but I wasn't sure if it was like free or what. So
it's free with PropStream. It's probably $20 if you do it outside of it. So it's almost a quarter of the cost of PropStream. So it's great. You also have your own website on there too. PropStream lets you create your own website. Kind of like a lot of people call it like a carrot site. Carrot's like $100 a month, and PropStream lets you do it for free too. So a lot of really cool stuff PropStream's got. I think you're muted on here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. I gotta let you go. This guy's not letting me talk anymore.
No worries. I appreciate it. Any other questions, let me know. You can always hop on every week and let me know. I appreciate it. Have fun. Thank you. Yeah, guys, it's called Blue Hammer. It's a great one, guys. Hands down, I 100% recommend it. Let's see what questions we got. Let's see what we got here. What is up, guys? Got a lot of great comments. Lambo, Steve. No Lambo today. I ain't driving no Lambo. Let's see what other questions we got, and then we're going to hop on some more people in the chat here. Understanding them having empathy and just listening 100%. Let's see. Any other urgent questions here? Is up, guys. Thank you for the great info, of course. Abdul wants to know, can you wholesale while in college? I love it. Always smile. That's the goal, guys. Oh, guys, just in general, smile. It will help you so much more, guys. I mean, life is so amazing. Like, why not smile, right? We only get so much time on earth here. So let's see here. It's 90 degrees in Tampa. I love, oh my gosh. Welcome to how hot it gets outside. But LOL, this is new. Yeah, the intro is pretty cool. The song is directly correlated to my energy level. I love it. Everyone loves it. So pop it up, pop it up. So let's see. See other questions we got here. We got Brandon on here. Hey, how are you, dude? Dude, I am beyond blessed. I was in Fort Pierce today, checking out some more deals today. So oh my gosh, we got some insane ones going. But yeah, Fort Pierce, we're doing a couple deals today on there. So that was fun. Why is everything so old in Fort Pierce? Or oh my gosh, it's just everything's crazy. But yeah, I had a funny story. I'm going to do a video on one of the. I went on an appointment with some people today. So part training, but it was a first of many. But quick question before we get on to more people. Have you have been hustling? What's up, Caleb? Thank you so much for walking us through how to get the government list. We have most of the list. What should we do now? Cold call, text, door knock. What's the most efficient? I would say cold calling is the most efficient right now because it's just how much time you're putting into it versus the amount of leads you get a hold of. I mean, door knocking would be the best pound for pound, but you can't door knock 1,000 properties in a day. It's very hard to do. So that's awesome. We got Brandon saying, let's see, wait, trying to get in here. My dude is closing deals outside the U.S. Big props. I mean, Graham's killing it. So all props to him on there. So we got some people from England watching, everyone from the Philippines, Australia, guys. Flip with Rick, Zach Ginn YouTube channel. We are getting international, so I love it. I gotta get out the U.S. I mean, once they allow me to travel, I want to go hit all up because I mean I do business on. All I need is just bring a camera with me. I got my laptop. I can do my lives anywhere really. I'll do my lives just chilling. So let's see who else we got. How can I help somebody become a better wholesaler today? Nick. All right, Nick, if you want to hop on, just hop on. Sue? Hello, Sue. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Here I am. Sorry.
How's it going? How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Every day above ground's an amazing day.
It is. You're blessed. I know. I'm on the other side of the state. I'm in the Tampa area.
Okay, awesome.
So it's hot here. And I'm a newbie. I've been kind of doing a lot of research and all that good stuff. So I just have some questions. I know you did a lot of training yesterday on PropStream. And I coincidentally had just watched one your dad did on pulling lists, the high equity and the vacancy and stuff like that. So, but my question on that is, so the majority of those lists that you're pulling, they're not for sale, correct? No. We're just creating a list and trying to see if we can encourage them to sell it.
Yes. So we're not trying to encourage someone. I think that's a big misconception starting out. There's people who want to sell, but they haven't listed it for sale. Those are the people we're trying to reach. We're not trying to tell someone you should sell your house. Are you interested in selling their house? And they say, yeah, I was thinking about it. I actually am looking to sell. That's who we're trying to get a hold of. Those are our perfect ones. And I remember starting out, I was hoping everyone I'd call would be motivated because they had motivations, but found out it's like 1% to 2% at most will say they want to sell their property. And that's pretty indicative of the population of the United States. 1% to 2% are looking to sell the property. If everyone's looking to sell the property, home values would be plummeting. So it's that's what I've seen. But no, we want to ask them if they're interested in selling. If someone's not, we're not here to coerce them into doing it. If they want to, they can. If they don't, no big deal. Maybe if you're looking to sell in the future, you can go hit me up or do it. So it's not like regular sales where you're trying to tell someone they need it. I think one really big thing is like, hey, you need to drink Gatorade. No one needs Gatorade to survive, but Gatorade tastes amazing and it helps you out. It's great. You're kind of coercing someone to buy it. Buy the new iPhone. It's got a better camera. You got a regular phone. You don't need it. We're a little more different. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like a car because sometimes you coerce people to buy like a Tesla or something, but it's like buying a dishwasher. You're not going to be like, you should sell your dishwasher to buy it's like my dishwasher's broken. I need a new one. Are you looking to buy a new one? So that's the best analogy I could say what we do especially with high equity leads, because a lot of them are not going to want to sell.
So is there a way to pull for sale by owner through PropStream, or do you just better luck with Zillow and Redfin?
Zillow is probably the best one for sale by owner. I don't like Craigslist. I used to do it back in the day. It's just not the best.
Okay. And Redfin is still one of those, or is Zillow still better?
I use Realtor.com and Redfin for like more comps for free. Okay. Zillow has basically most of the for sale by owners.
Okay, I read a comment from somebody earlier today that they were saying to get better comps, you need to go through the MLS. But if you're not a realtor, how do you pull that?
PropStream's the best one. Realtor.com is probably the closest one to the MLS outside of PropStream for free. Okay. Zillow's good. It's a little harder I like Realtor.com is probably the best one.
Okay. And then I noticed, well, I know PropStream has skip tracing as well, but a lot of people are using the batch leads more.
Yeah.
Are you finding that your quality is better, or why would you prefer to offer one that you get with PropStream?
They're roughly the same cost. It really comes down uh, to the services. So I like PropStream for skip tracing. I think it's top three. I would say batch is just my favorite because you get 3 phone numbers. It's very accurate. I know where they're going from IDI and TLO. So they're giving credit bureau data. I can't guarantee with PropStream. Uh, I mean, just to be honest with you, completely frank, that I've just been using it. It's been working. So I've been doing that for a couple of years, and I'm not going to stop. I've tested PropStream. It's roughly the same, but it's cheaper for me to use batch, and it's basically the same data. At the end of the day, it's very similar. So not one's going to give you better success than the other. Again, my best analogy is buying a Home Depot hammer versus a Lowe's hammer. They're both hammers. It's just they're different brands.
Well, I know with your subscription to PropStream, you get access to it. I know you have to pay, per number that you get back or whatever, but with the batch, that's a whole different monthly fee on top of, correct?
Yeah. So that's why a lot of people, when they're not doing like high volume, they just do PropStream instead. So you really got to do your own cost analysis and see. So if you're like me and you're doing such a high volume, you get a good discount on batch. I'll probably use that. Or if I'm using lower volume, you do an SMS with them. I got the dialer. It's better to use with batch, but with PropStream, if I'm doing under 1,000 leads, I mean, PropStream would probably be the best one.
Okay. And then I appreciate your time.
I'm here all the time.
I know I've been tagging on to you for several weeks now, watching. John McFarland from Bradenton told me about you.
Awesome.
So
Thanks,
he
John.
and I have been chatting a bunch, and he's been great help as well with me trying to get my handle on all this.
Awesome.
So I kind of have second guessed myself. Like I'll pull up like a for sale by owner through Zillow, and it looks like it's a good deal to me. And I know about the 1%. And so like there was one that was a 4.2, and they were listing it for 180, not listing it, but for sale by owner for 180. The Zestimates, I don't know if that's a good one to go through, was like 280. So, and this one actually was, it was a 4.2, and it would look like it had already been rehabbed. So, I kind of was looking at that, but second guess, it's not there anymore. So obviously it's gone. But I mean, how do I know if it's because now there's another one that's 150, but it looks like a total gut. And the Zillow estimates are like 230, 240. So it's kind of, I second guess myself on, is this a good deal or not?
So I can tell you the biggest thing right now. Have you gone through freewholesaling.com?
I have been going through a lot of it. Yeah.
So I want you to watch. I did a real deal example on there on a Zillow for sale by owner, and they had it listed. I don't know the exact numbers, for probably around 200 for sale by owner. And I go meet with them, and I walk out the contract for 150. It's not about the list price. It's about you talking to them, their motivation. Honestly, comes down to motivation. And their motivation was so high, they had it listed for so long, they couldn't sell because the price was way too high. And they were just done with it one day. And I walked out with a contract for 150, and I had made like $50,000 on the deal. It really comes down to the motivation. It's not even the price sometimes. That's why I say, especially in the beginning of this video, is price isn't everything. It's knowing about that motivation. And you can change the price. You can't change the motivation. So that's why I always ask what the motivation is, and especially the time frame and condition. Also, condition you kind of know with the for sale by owners, but it's all about building that slight connection and then going from there and finding the motivation and saying, "Hey, I can't do that 200 price, but could you potentially? Can we do something a little lower?" And negotiate from there. You might meet them in person sometimes, but you definitely got to get way bigger discounts on those, and it comes down from knowing their motivation. And it takes rapport, especially with the for sale by owner, and especially when you're cold calling.
Right. So like the for sale by owners though, do you find that the chances of them actually answering the phone is better than doing the cold calling for the other list? Because I mean, they're trying to sell their house. I would think they would be more likely to pick up.
It's way more likely.
Okay. Because that's kind
You
of where
can't
I
use the
was
dialer.
wanting to start.
And
I'm
that's
sorry.
you can't use the dialer you could for a for sale by owner. It just depends on what kind of marketing you're trying to do. But the chance of them answering the phone is a lot higher with a for sale by owner.
Yeah. So, because I know like if I answer my phone and it's like dead air, I know it's a solicitor or something that's getting ready to pick up, and I usually just hang up. I don't even listen to. So do you find you get that with the dialers, that if they're dialing 3 or 4 numbers at a time and somebody answers the phone, do they hang up on you or?
No, I mean, when we're cold calling, we make sure we say hello, and solicitors aren't like that. Hi, this is Johnson C. Wealth Solutions, or like, hey, this is Zach. Hey, is it a good time to talk? Like, I just talk like, hey, I'm just calling you. Like, I've known you for, we've been best friends for the 5 years, Sue. Hey, Sue, how's it going? Like, that's literally how I'll answer it. Like,
Okay.
I just know you. Just barge in there like, like we're neighbors or something.
Right. Well, like if you have the auto dialer and it's calling multiple calls and you have multiple people answer, does that happen? Like, is there like a hold dead air time while they're waiting to pick up?
Yeah, if more than one answers, then most likely.
Sorry, I'm boiling chicken. All right. Sorry about that.
No worries.
So that's just like I was thinking about, because like I said, if I answer the phone and there's like dead air and I know somebody's waiting to pick up my call, that it was like automatically dialed, I just hang up. I don't listen. So I was just wondering what to increase the call ratio to answers.
It's how you answer it. You got to do it pretty quick. That's what I've seen. So just saying hello and hey, Sue, how's it going? Something like that with their first name, that will increase the chance of them just answering and talking. If you just sound like a regular human being, not like a fake robot salesperson, big chance you're going to get answered, because people are genuinely very curious.
Okay. So just getting started, I guess, is my biggest thing. I've been doing a lot of research and I just haven't pulled the trigger. Like I said, I'll come up with some stuff. I've been really doing Zillow for sale by owners just to get myself started.
Okay.
With minimal income, minimal money to spend on marketing. So that's kind of where I was looking at, but haven't actually made the phone calls yet. So I just, that was my biggest concern, was just if it looked like a, good property or not, if it was worth making a phone call.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good Zillow for sale by owner with minimal marketing expense, probably the best one. You're going to be gaining the skills talking to sellers, so it's really important to do. I would also say I think reverse drawing for dollars and drawing for dollars would be a really good one also. That stuff is something. So obviously it seems like you watch my content, which is great. I truly appreciate it. You can listen to my content while you're driving around. Sometimes you sit down and you watch it.
I do. Yeah, I'm car line for an hour and a half with the grandkids. So yeah, I pop it up and I listen to Zach while I'm driving.
Car line's painful. Oh,
it is.
Carline is painful. I would oh my gosh.
Almost 2 hours from picking up the youngest to picking up the next one. So it's like,
oh my gosh. Have you taught them to like walk across the street or something?
If it was across the street, one's 4 years old, so I don't want to walk.
Oh, okay. No. All right. So,
but so yes, I do listen. So tell me again, the one that to go back to listen to that you talked about.
It'd be in freewholesaling.com. And it'd basically just be under real deals.
Real deals.
Right, break down real wholesaling deals and be it's just entitled like $50,000 for sale by owner deal.
Yeah, I've watched you doing some of those.
Yeah, and those are really good. I think those helped a lot of people out. So it's definitely a good one.
Okay. All right. I think that's it for me. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
All right. Have a good day.
Keep it up. Yeah, have fun in the car line.
Oh, yeah. I'll be listening to you.
All right. Keep it up. Thanks, Sue.
All right. Bye-bye.
Let's go. we're helping the people out today. I'm feeling motivated, guys. So we got so many more people on here who just need help, and I'm excited to bring value to them and to help them out today. So guys, like this video and subscribe, and let's keep it going. We got Kobe. All right, Kobe hopped on and then hopped off. Well, no big deal. Guys, we're not here to judge, guys. If you want to go on here, hop on. Guys, let me actually, one thing I want to tell you guys is I also put this on. I was getting low-key bullied in the chats yesterday that I did not have an official Discord. So I have an official Discord now. It's very long. I'm just going to be honest. I got to clean it up. I got to get like a Bitly or something for that. But go to Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook. Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook, the Facebook group. The link's in there though too. Just search Discord in the search and it'll pop up. But that's the official Discord, and you guys can hop on. I answered one question. I got honestly, I got to go work out after this live, and I'll probably be on the treadmill, just like walking or something for like a couple miles, just stretching, getting a little sweat in, and then I'll probably go on the Discord, try to help the people out. Maybe hop on like a chat or something. It's way better than Clubhouse. But I'm telling you guys, that's the Discord. I've been told I have to do one, so I think it'd be pretty cool. So I'm a Twitch streamer now. I have a Discord. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you guys, I have my default. I think it's hilarious. I have my default. What is it? I have my default one for. I have Discords for like my friends who play video games or something. And I got my default. I got Walter on there, so I got to change my face on there because I'm in a lot of Discords like finance stuff. So I got who do we got in the Discord today? We got 6 online. We got 57 people in there. Yeah, we got Walter on there. He's hilarious. I got the meme thing going on there, but yeah, that's my profile for anyone on there. And that's how Zachary on there got Walter the dog. So shout out to Walter, but I think it's hilarious. But yeah, I ain't put my real face on the Discord, but I'm just on so many. So hop on there. We can help the people out and appreciate it. Kamira says, do you have enough money to buy another home? I own like 4 right now. I mean, we're flipping like 3, but oh yeah. Mama Sue's making all the chicken for dinner. Oh yeah. She's setting her grandkids up to win in the future. Let's go. Let's see here. Hey, Zach, I've been looking to find the legal description for Bibb County. I've searched the property appraiser, but can't find it. Carlos, let's see here. Bibb property appraiser. Property record cards. Green, close. Let me just search a house really quick for you. Let's see, where are we going here? I'm trying to find it for you guys. Yeah, it's on there. Let me pop it up. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me try to find the property appraiser for you here. See if I found the deed on it. Where is it? Trying to find it. I would say legal description is sales by area. Okay. Legal description. Yeah, you gotta go to the public records and search the deed on there. Yeah, the property appraiser ain't showing it. So go to the public records and search the deeds. New Moon says, Zach, I'm not playing, bro. I need advice. I ain't playing either. What question you got? Do you need proof that I have the properties under do I need proof that I have the properties under contract? Yes, you need a signed contract for wholesaling real estate. Some are bulked together. Here's the StreamYard link if you want to hop on. I kind of don't know what you're going at there, like what question, but here's the StreamYard link. You can hop on and yeah, hop on and there's the link, dude. I can help you out. Boom. All right, we got Kimberly.
Hi. Let me just send. Hi.
Hello.
So I don't have like any like exact questions. It's more like tips. So I'm 18 years old and I'm in this with my dad. He's the one that kind of like introduced me to all of it. But we have our first like appointment to look at a property tomorrow.
What market are you in?
What was that?
What market are you in?
I'm actually not sure. Yeah, because my dad's like.
Where do you live?
Oh, where do I live?
Like, are you in Fort Pierce? Are you in Fort Lauderdale, Texas?
Oh, Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Like Minneapolis area?
Yeah.
Okay, so Hennepin County. All right.
Yes. Yeah, and so I was just looking for tips for tomorrow. Like, how do I like kind of go about it? Like, introduce. I know like the 4 pillars. I was learning about that with my dad, but I don't know if there's any like specific questions that you think would help me better for tomorrow or prepare me better for tomorrow.
The one thing I can tell you right now is, can you give me a breakdown on the actual market? Not the marketing on it and the actual list that you pulled it on. Like, what's the situation? Are you cold calling a high equity lead from here? Was this a code violation, fire damage property? What's the situation with it?
Well, we were what was it called? Kind of like driving for $1, I believe it's called. So just kind of driving around the neighborhood in Fridley. And we were looking at the houses, like looking at the conditions outside. So of the houses outside. And we were just kind of going to those houses, knocking, leaving like a like a little flyer and a card, if possible. And yeah, we approached this elderly woman who was interested in selling her house. And that's about it. We tried talking a little bit through condition. But yeah, tomorrow at the appointment, we're going to get further with that because we didn't get much in the prior.
Okay. And she accepted the appointment, the seller? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, do you know what the motivation of the property is? Why are they looking to sell?
Oh, no, I don't, because we didn't really get as far, because we were at her front door and that's where we kind of like left it off. And then we called her to make sure, like, because she said, yeah, she was, she wanted to make an appointment and she wanted us to come kind of like see the house. And that's where we were going to kind of ask, like the timestamp, look more into the condition and then the motivation. Because yeah, she didn't have much time when we went up to like her house. She didn't have much time to talk.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not go on appointments unless I've actually qualified the seller. That's one big thing. So I need to know what their motivation is so I don't waste my time on the appointment. I think that's a pretty important one. So always get the motivation. I mean, you don't want to talk to someone and waste your time. Yeah. Who was talking to the seller? Was it you or your dad that was talking to the seller?
It was, well, we were both there, but I was doing more of the talking. Yeah.
Okay. Make sure before you go on more appointments, you got the motivation on there, their time frame, and the condition of the property. Obviously, you have to go in there to see the condition, but and do you have a price at all?
No, we didn't really. Yeah, we didn't really talk price. Yeah.
Alrighty. And you set the appointment though. They're good for you coming at like whatever time tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. The first thing I would do is I would go on the property appraiser, Hennepin County, Harrison County, whatever one is there. I want to just make sure their name matches the deed, make sure they're the actual owner of the property. Have you done that yet?
Yeah. I did match.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is their name matching it? They're the owners? Okay. I just want to make sure. Sometimes you get like a crazy trust or something on there. So you're making sure you're going that note. Have you found the actual comps, the ARV on the house?
I believe we have, because my dad's the one that kind of like does more. I do more of like the calling and such. He lets me do kind of like the talking. He's goes more in depth about like info and all that.
Okay. Well, make sure you got the numbers, because if you're talking to them, you're going to have to know the numbers well.
Yeah.
Roughly the way you'll do the numbers. Do you have any cash buyers at all? I'm not asking this to interrogate you. It helps me understand so I can help you out.
Yeah, no, I don't. We don't. Yeah, we don't.
Okay. No big deal on the cash buyers. You can use the deal as leverage to find a cash buyer. Make sure you got the numbers though, just so you generally know. Do you know the Zillow on the thing? That generally the price?
Yeah, my dad has that all. I don't know at the top of my head, but my dad like has like the properties.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you guys, just so you're more organized on this. He's doing a great job teaching this. This is great. I want you guys to just create a Podio. Are you part of freewholesaling.com?
Yes.
Okay, on there's a Podio setup guide. It's probably going to take you an hour to do, but create a Podio so you can put the leads on there. So maybe your dad can put the notes in like, hey, this property is worth 150 to a cash buyer. Let's try to get under contract for under 140, just so you don't have to do the numbers, but you can actually put it on there. You can put the property appraiser information and sort of everything on there. It's free, by the way. It'll just show you the setup guide on there, just so you have the numbers with you. Cool part of why I like Podio is you can put it on your phone. So maybe you're driving to the appointment. You're like, oh, shoot, what's the number again? You can pull up your notes on the phone on Podio. That's why I love it. It's free. These are tips outside of that. Now, when it comes to the actual appointment. So the first thing is we got to figure out what our numbers are before we even go there. If the property's completely trashed, then we definitely got to change the price a little. The best tips I can give to you are just outside. So this is your first appointment you've ever done?
Yes.
Okay. So the number one thing you're going to need is confidence. And confidence the way you exude confidence on an appointment is it's not even the way you talk. It's all body language and secondary language. So when you're extremely confident when talking to someone, you're going to be looking them straight in the eye and with basically conviction. So the one thing you can do is sort of like my first appointment when I was 17. I had no idea about real estate, but I had not fake confidence or fake conviction, but you can know that you're actually going to help this person. So I want you to come into that appointment with the mindset in your mind that you can actually help the person out. And you have freewholesaling.com. You got me helping you. You got everyone around your corner. If you get under contract, there's a million people in Minneapolis. I know Juan Era's on here. He's in Minnesota. He can help you out. Just know in the back of your head, don't lie to yourself, but you can actually help the seller out. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's going to be the big one. I mean, you coming on here talking one-on-one, it takes a lot of confidence to go out here behind a camera and asking this. So definitely it's a lot easier than you actually going in person on a private meeting with this person. You and your dad are going to go together?
Yes.
Okay. Someone's probably going to have to do most of the talking and kind of take a little more command on the appointment. So you decide on there. But look at someone in the eye, talk to them, go through the 4 pillars, and really you're just going to have to walk through the property with them and hear their story. That's the biggest thing. That's why I like looking up the property appraiser. You can see how long they've owned the property and just ask them general questions about the property. Just as an 18-year-old, it's probably best to you ask them questions about the property so they sort of understand you know what you're doing. And this is stuff you don't even have to know about real estate, but go to the property appraiser and see there's a permit on the roof in like 2007. Hey, Mrs. Seller, or hey, hey, Mary, this roof looks a little older. I mean, what year was the roof? Even if you ask that, they'd be like, oh, she actually knows what she's talking about. Even though you pulled the permit, the roof's like 14, 15 years old. The biggest tip I give to you also is 80-20. You need them talking 80% of the time. You talking 20% of the time, and just actively asking them questions. That's definitely a big one. You just got to keep asking questions, active listening, find their motivation, see why they're interested in selling the property, seeing if you can provide an offer. I mean, that'd be a huge one I can tell you right now. It all comes down to you connecting with the seller and going out there and getting the deal done. All right. But I mean, do you know what time you have to go to the appointment? Like just roughly
Yeah, it's at 2 p.m.
2:00.
Yeah.
I would get there at like 1:45. That's the one thing I could tell you too. I mean, you really got to get the offer pitch down. So I think, do not say the offer first.
Yeah.
So basically say, I mean, I want to ask you, so what is your pitch when you're about to the offer? So how would you explain it?
As for that, I think I looked at like a few of I believe your videos and other videos as well. And I was taught to like kind of like ask like, oh, like if you were to put like a rough number on it or like an estimate, what would you like, what number would it be? I think that's what I would say. I'm not sure if that's what you recommend.
Go ask me. I'm the seller. That's what
okay.
you got. And I promise you, saying it to me is a lot easier because I am not going to just like, what if you say it wrong when you're talking to me on this? What's the worst? You don't get there's no deal here. So don't be stressed out about it. But the way I do it is like, Chris, when you say the offer tomorrow, you're gonna be like, well, I talked to Zach and that was a lot worse than this. It's gonna be a lot easier. So what would your pitch be to me? We're walking around the property. I show the outside. We walk back in. We're sitting down. Oh, Kimberly, what do you think about the property?
So I say, oh, okay, sorry, I'm like kind of like.
What do you think about the property?
So I'd say I think it's a beautiful property. As for price, if you were to put a rough number on price and estimate, how much would you want for it?
Okay, so that was pretty good. Yeah. The number one thing I can tell you when you're giving the offer, it's all about the language. So you're doing good. Obviously, it's this video, so I can't tell if you're looking in the eyes or not, which is fine.
Yeah,
you look straight in the eye. Everything was perfect on that line. The only thing I would change is want to need. So how much do you want for the property? I don't like that. That's what the average. How much do you need to get out of the house?
Okay.
And you will get a way better discount doing that. How much you need to get out of the property? I probably need to sell for at least, 120,000. And then, you go from there negotiating. And then another question you might get asked, I think you've been through the objections is, what's the process looking like? What's the process of what you do? Do you know how to answer that?
I think I'd go back to like the kind of like timestamp as far as how or when they're planning to sell the house and kind of like if that's within 6 months and then kind of go from there. But I don't have like a direct like answer to that, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
The best answer for that, I can tell you right now, guys, I can be on this live for as long as like I got a lot of people in the back, guys. I'm talking to everyone, so don't worry. I just want to help you on your first appointment, so you have the best chance of getting a deal. Someone this commonly gets asked, like, what's the process of what you do? The way I answer it is, hey, what we do is we're buying properties for cash. So it's simple as that. I talk to you. If we agree on a figure today, I'll go grab the paperwork. We can get paperwork together, and I'll be doing the process to buy the property for cash. We use the title company, make sure we get title insurance. You don't have to know all of how I say this, but just generally knowing how someone's going to talk. The one thing I get asked all the time, and you're going to have to know how to understand this is, hey, Kimberly, you look awfully young to be buying houses. I've been asked that since I was 17. I'm going on 5 years of this question, and I probably got another 5 years of this question being asked to me. And the one answer you can always say is, will my age affect you selling the property or not? And they'll shut up very quick. Well, no, your age doesn't matter if you buy the property. If I have the funds to buy the property, will that affect the sale of the home or not? Money talks. And that's all you got to know. So maybe you have to think about it because you might get asked that question. And I've been put on the spot plenty of times. I just don't want you to choke up if someone asks you that, because it's better to be more prepared than not. That's what I can say. But go out there with confidence, talk to them, connect with them, and get an offer. And just know what your numbers are.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. Now, all hands are like it's completely different if you walk in there and it's like a hoarder's house straight from like an A&E TV show, and there's just magazines stacked and you see rats everywhere. But I think generally, you know what your numbers are. You can go out there, get the deal. Make sure you got your contract with you, and just make sure you know what you're doing. You can have your dad there, and he can help a lot too. But always smile, be nice, and just be the nice person, and you'll have success. And it's not the end of the world if you don't get the deal.
Yeah. All right. Well, I believe that's it. It was just kind of that. So thank you so much.
Perfect. No worries. And let me know how the deal goes, and wish you best of luck.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a great one.
You too. Bye.
Guys, I'm here to help everyone out. If this is your first wholesaling real estate deal, guys, I'm telling you, I can help you guys. If you're about to go on your first appointment, hop on. Like, it takes courage to go out here and talk to me in front of everyone watching this. And I can tell you, if you want to go on, I'll help anyone on here one-on-one for free. I'm always here to help it. Love seeing teenagers go out there changing their financial destiny forever. It pumps me up. And let's get it going. So let's see how I can help you. See any of the questions we got. We got, hold on. Let's see. Any quick questions we got about that? Good luck, Kimberly. That's awesome. What's up? How's it going, Thomas? How are you? Open-ended questions and never stop talking without asking something. My 2 cents. Juan's always got it. Let's go. So we got SoCal in the house.
Oh man, you know, I gotta say it. I think it is always cool every time I ask a question on a live. You always just like, "Hey, from California." So I appreciate you remembering me, Zach. Hey, real quick, Zach. A few videos ago, or it probably was maybe a week or 2 weeks ago, you and I think it was only you. I don't think your dad was on. You guys were showing how to pull like the county list. Real quick, I guess while we're on, is there any chance you can maybe screen share and just kind of do a test run again real quick of how you pull up the county list of oh man, it's so dark in my room, my bad. How you pull up the county list on just by Googling it. If you could let's do LA County.
Oh my God, you're really killing me on this one.
Well, no, because I've tried OC like my home county, and it's a process. You have to like schedule an appointment, and with the courthouse, and like it's a grind. You can't just like pay for it online and stuff.
No, it's LA County is probably gonna be like this too.
Yeah, I would assume any like mainstream county like LA, OC. I haven't tried San Diego yet, but
it's California, dude.
Exactly, yeah.
They like making it difficult, which is nice for a lot of things.
Yeah.
I make it look really sexy outside of California, but I was helping someone out in Riverside pull probates. So you can definitely make it work. So
wait, so how did you just put LA County
I don't know what I looked up. This is Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles. Bro, I am not like any more advanced on the internet than you. I just searched Los Angeles County Clerk of Court.
That's it. Clerk of the Court. That's I remember you were saying that. Clerk of the Court. That's right.
Yeah,
my apologies. Clerk of the
Public
Court.
Records. Let's see. Just bear with me for a second. I've never been on.
No. And so I appreciate that. Thank you for saying the words Clerk of the Court, because I think I have a bunch of Post-it notes I keep from watching some of your videos, and I think somewhere here I wrote down Clerk of the Court. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna make it tough. Let's go to other access now. Let's look at the court date on the 15th. Court dates. 0 court dates for the 15th. What in the world? Court is made verifying of court dates on a given date. Court date. There's no court dates on this. Okay, that's kind of weird. Access to electronic records. Yeah, I'm gonna have to request it from California.
Yeah.
Let's look at. Let me try one thing real quick. Give me a second. County plus. I have a couple tricks up my sleeve. See if I can get it. We're gonna go look at public records for LA County. Sometimes I can squeal my way around things. So let me share my screen. So sometimes when the reports don't pop up, I'll go to public records.
Yeah, public records. You just Googled LA County public records?
Yeah, this is County of Los Angeles, lacounty.gov/government/public-information-records, LA County. Open data is probably going to be something stupid. Health services, public safety. Yeah, that's stupid. Statement of proceedings, public information office, public record. Yeah, I'm going to have to request. Submit a public records request. Would this be it? No. Yeah, you're gonna have to request it or go in person.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all directing me to go pull it online. Pull a request. So I do a FOIA request, and yeah.
FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, right? And you could, if they say no, you could threaten to file the FOIA. I remember you saying that.
Yeah. The one thing let me see. This could work too. You'd have to pay for it, so that's an issue. PropStream might give.
Well, they were telling me, Zach, if I wanted to access records, like when I set my appointment, I had to pay to print out like per sheet. But I don't think it was super expensive. I think it was like 15 or 25 cents a sheet. Granted, I don't know how many sheets I would have ended up printing out, but yeah.
I would ask if you can just see it and write it down. If you don't want to pay for it, or take pictures.
Take pictures.
You're allowed to.
Yeah.
PropStream can let you do it too. You can also pull data on PropStream. So what that means is I'm not telling you what to do, but I know some people.
PropStream too. I use PropStream.
All right. So what I'd probably do, honestly, bro, is I would go to liens here. So I'll go to filter, liens, specific liens. I would go to other lien right here, and you get a lot of cool stuff on there. So that's probably what I'm doing. So let's say this, and let's just filter this out real quick. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go to filter, probably max it at what, 650 or something.
Oh man, I don't know about today's market, but just it's a good hypothetical. Yeah.
Like, what's a good market? Like, if for LA County for like a good deal, what's the price point? We're not doing $1 million houses here.
Well, I mean, shoot, I feel like that's pretty close to the average in most instances, not all, but if you're like in East LA, it's
like 400. That's value wise. So we'll just put so we get 87 properties. That's not a ton, man.
Yeah.
We'll do this one. It's a rougher looking house. Estimated 367. This lien right here, we can see this is abstract of judgment from Orange County.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what it is. Bank of America. So it looks like they're behind on payments. Creditors M&S ENT LLC. That looks like M&S Enterprises. That might be a mechanics lien.
Yeah.
That could be a potentially interesting call. Look at this person. Look at all these liens, dude. Look. Lien 1, $4,200, $389 lien, $1,100 lien, a $1,500 lien, a $2,000 lien, a $2,000 lien, a $2,000 lien.
Oh my God.
$2,400 lien, $2,400 lien.
And the crazy thing, Zach, is there actually might even be more liens that aren't listed on there, because there was a guy I was working with in San Diego, and it was arguably the closest I got to getting a deal over there. But on PropStream, I found him through Text Blast, but on PropStream it said PropStream had said he had no liens, right? And then he went to the courthouse or clerk of the court, wherever, San Diego County. And he told me, he said, hey, I pulled the title, I ran a title search or whatever, and I have $15,000 worth of liens because he got divorced. And like, I think, I don't know what it is, like 10 grand was owed to an attorney or something like that. And then there was another 5 grand. I don't know if it was a code violation or what, but he had a total of $15,000 in liens. And so I don't see why he'd lie about that. He told, like, he went through the effort and told me after the fact. He said, hey, I do have liens on this property.
Yeah. I mean, this is what it shows, but like this, I mean, I don't know why there's so many liens on that house, but the equity's there.
Yeah. What's the address? Maybe I'll drive over there.
I'm going to do you a favor, man. I'm going to not share this. And I'm going to put it in the chat for you.
Okay.
Because, bro, you always are you're watching the content, so I'm going to help you out.
No, man, and you're dropping, you know, the complimentary knowledge, man. I
copy that real quick. And
wait, I didn't.
Go to the private chat on StreamYard.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
And then get working on that, man.
Perfect. Hey, so another thing. So I don't have an official contract yet, but I have a guy who is essentially pretty interested. And I've already talked to a title company and everything. This one's out of state. It's in Corpus. And so it's a
Christie?
Corpus Christi, Texas. It's a 3-bed, 1-bath, about 1326 square feet. The ARV, so it's really strange with the ARV. I don't really like to go off of this estimate or anything, but
Texas, no, it's non-disclosure. It won't even.
It is, and I feel like it's harder to do deals there because it's non-disclosure.
Easier to do deals.
Really?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, less competition, less people want to go in there, and then you get a better arbitrage on prices because maybe you know the price, maybe a seller doesn't, or they don't really care too much. Because a lot of sellers, they just want the Zillow price. And that's it.
Well, he's asking, so the Zestimate on this home is about 130. But other sites have it at like 180. And I've even seen one other site had it like at 220, which I think is a little high. But it's on a corner lot, and it has like, the thing is, it has add-on potential, right? Which is huge in California. That's what a lot of the investors, the cash buyers, look for in California. Anything that has add-on potential, because you want to maximize your rents. And so so I went ahead, I had the interior, I got pictures of the interior, and you know the 3 categories, like easy, needs work, wow, this is bad. So he's on the wow, this is bad. Like, it's probably a minimum, my guess is probably a 40 grand rehab.
Wow.
And so the ARV, I mean, he was telling me his neighbors sold their house for like 160, 170. And, you know, I mean, I don't think really any of those homes go above 200,000. Maybe they can. I don't know. I'm thinking, you know, maybe the add-on potential in the back, like I guess detached garage, if the county or the city approves it, maybe it could hypothetically be upwards of that. But he's asking for 90. And, you know, he's ready to go. Like, he's been calling me, like, saying, hey, when are you going to send me the contract? Because I'm like trying to run numbers and like see. And I mean, granted, I kind of want to lock it up and just throw a Hail Mary, see if I can find somebody to come in at 95, maybe. You know,
lock it up. Here's the one thing: if someone wants too much, just say, hey, what are some comparables that support that? None, right?
Yeah.
They might get a crazy thing listed, and it's like, well, your property's not renovated, and that one is. So why are you coming at that number? That's the advantage you have in non-disclosure states. Corpus Christi is pretty big, so I would go on Facebook and find a good buyer, good wholesale in that area, and then get it locked up and JV with them.
JV, yeah. Well, I know some real estate agents in that area too, so
yeah,
I could probably see if any of them have a buyer. But I was just thinking, I couldn't imagine a distressed home selling for 100,000 in Corpus. I don't know. It just doesn't like over 100,000, maybe. You know, I just
wholesaled. We wholesaled the deal. We got on a contract for 40, sold it for like 65.
In Corpus?
No, in like Florida, and the average price is like 280 in the county.
In Port St. Lucie?
St. Lucie County, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like it doesn't matter. Like it's all in your head, like what you can do or not.
Yeah.
There's properties, it's an average. So yeah, I mean, you got rougher properties that need to average out the $5 million houses on the water in Corpus Christi on the Gulf. So
those homes are probably like nowadays, I think they're probably like 500 G's plus, like on the island or on the bay there, probably 500,000 plus. I don't know. Is it like that? Huh?
Like a mansion or something. Like you got to average out, like the mansions have to average out like the lower price properties. So they're definitely there. Yeah. LA's got property worth 200 grand. Maybe it's mostly should be land or it's a bad house, but I mean, it just depends.
Well, hey, before I bounce real quick, I know you were saying you were showing your student how to, or not student, but I guess prospect in Riverside, how to pull probates. Could you show me how to do that real quick? Or did you just put in Riverside County probates?
That was a really rough one.
If you can remember, if you can't, no biggie. I know there's other people waiting, and I want to be mindful. So
let's see how I found it. Search. Let's see if I can just pop it up real quick. Give me a second. Access. I gotta have a login. Let's go back to home here. Is this it? Let me just check. Oh, wait. Let's see if this works. No results. I gotta play around with this. Let me do Monday. In there. No results found. Yeah, you gotta play around with it. Hold on. Actually, wait. Let's do it. Oh snap!
Oh man!
Oh snap! I got it. All right, cool. I just need a second. It's been a while. Basically, what he did, I forgot. I had to create my own login. I still have the information on my Google Save My Password. So basically, what I did on here, if you can watch, give me a second here, is I basically went in. You can see I'm logged in here. Free account. I'm at the Superior Court of California, Riverside. This is you're not supposed to do this, but I did it because that's what I do. I found a backdoor since they won't let you. But what you do is you go to calendar search. So back to home here.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to pay for the names, case number. You need the case number, right? Document access. You're going to pay $50 per document, which is insane. So all I did is go to calendar. This is very manual and annoying, but you're going to have to. I went by case type. You can do all this. Small claim. So I went to probate. Choose the courthouse. I did Palm Springs, and I went by the calendar docket. All right. And then you just go through here. So as you can see here, deceased estate. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Manuel Velasquez for probate of testimony opposing Joseph. So Manuel Vasquez is the owner. PR is Joseph Vasquez, and you're going to have to go to the property appraiser and look it up from there. Obviously, they want you to pay $50 just to see that. That is a way around it. You got to look at the court docket.
$50 for just that one docket?
No, you have to pay. It's free.
Oh,
if you search for probates.
Okay, then what's
so you go back to home. So we're at Riverside County, right?
Yeah.
If I want to search for access to the document, right?
Yeah.
What is it? It's $1 per page for the first 5 pages. Oh, it's a cap of per document. So I guess you pay $50 for it. All you got to do is you just go to calendar. You only get for 7 days.
Okay.
And click calendars right here, and you can look at the what's on the calendar and the title. You kind of do it from there.
Okay.
So this is recorded. You can go back here and look. So I basically did Palm Springs. So you can see here, he passed away. This is the PR, and this is basically in Palm Springs. So in Riverside County. And then you can just do like Hemet, Corona, California.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. No, that's super. Temecula. Yeah. Wine country. Yeah. Yeah.
And you got to do it by, you got to go by every date or something. Like it's very manual, but they probably, some do, some will pop up and don't, but you only got 7 days. So let's see if we find for Hemet. No, Hemet's probably not going to, they probably have 1 day per week. I don't want to get through all of it, but we'll try Thursday and then see.
No, I really appreciate you showing me this.
Because sometimes one courthouse will do the whole county and you got to figure it out. I don't think Hemet's doing probate, but that's how I figured out probate for Riverside.
No,
and all you guys are my students, so I'll help anyone like pull the list. I don't really care, but yeah, that's how you do it.
No, nice. Well, hey, I really appreciate the help there, Zach. Yeah, well, I'll let you get going, I guess, to assist others. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Always good to see you, and appreciate the complimentary assistance.
Keep it up, bro. Appreciate it. Oh, guys, I'm always here to help. So let's get it, guys. Let's get some water, guys, and keep it up, guys. Guys, if you want me on here, if you guys want me to keep going. Water spilled there a little bit, but nothing too bad. Guys, if you want me to keep going, I'm going to look at the likes really quick on the 2 videos. So I need one thing. I'm going to need, we're at 40 likes on Flip with Rick YouTube channel and on the Zach Ginn channel, guys. So on combined, we have about 45 likes on the video. I need the like to go to 50 before we keep going. That's the one thing I need, guys. I need the subscriber, not the subscriber rate. I need the like rate to go up because I'm trying to help the people out. So help me out here, guys. Let's bring the likes up on this video. And I'll just keep going, guys. If you keep liking the video, I'm going to keep going. Like, I ain't going to stop. We'll make this 15. We'll make a 15-hour cold call, 15-hour live if you need me to do. If we keep the likes up, all right? So keep it up. Let's see what we got here. So, oh, no, we didn't really spill anything. All right, we're good. A little bit, but nothing too bad. Phil.
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, Zach?
I'm amazing, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing killer, man. Just been cold calling, knocking off phones, and doing let's see, Tyler Austin's Sensei Flow. Using RAI Sift. It's been getting some good leads from that. So
cool.
I actually got a deal locked up with my my wife's stepdad. So in pretty close by in a town near here, so it should be closing the end of this month, so that should be pretty good there. So just kind of telling a little bit about wins, but yeah, it's been going pretty good, and just getting some leads in, and because I'm just kind of like learning like just some advice. We're going to the holidays to my work right now, and the hours I'm going to be working till probably 6 p.m. So it's gonna be kind of hard, cold calling after 6. So I'll probably be getting home 6:30. So I only have an hour of cold calling. Ideally, I don't like cold calling after 8. Just like most people, they just, it's kind of, you're not going to get very many people answering. And first off, and also they'd be like, why are you calling me this late? I'm off on Mondays, so I can call good bit on Mondays, but it's kind of one of those things. It's I call Monday and I set an appointment, and I'm going out to people's homes and going in the wintertime and going to people's homes after 6:30 on an appointment. And it's dark. And also most of the houses I'm trying to target are vacant. So it's one of those things that's kind of, going to vacant homes after dark is kind of hard.
Cold calling gets a little tougher.
Yep.
After 8, that's why I say 2 to 7 is kind of my time.
Yeah. So my biggest thing, I was kind of curious. There's actually a really good wholesaler. He's very much a go giver in the area. He flips a lot of houses. He's been in real estate for like 26 years, but he actually I've been talking with him. He's possibly offering me like acquisition manager position. I was kind of curious if you think that'd be like pretty advisable to maybe go over and like get some, working him for a few years or something like that.
I'll be honest with you. I'd rather you do it by yourself than that.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'd be. Yeah. So, honestly, I probably wouldn't do that. I just think you're gonna get in trouble with it. So I probably would not. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would do it by yourself. I just think there's so much more you can learn.
Yeah, for sure.
With that than not. So
I get some good traction. I mean, I would get some good leads. A lot of them are kind of like, they're kind of long-term leads. I actually might be locking up one at the end of this month. She's going through a divorce, but it's kind of like starting to get to final continuance of it. So hopefully be able to lock that up by the end of this month. That should be a pretty good deal, I'm feeling like, because the house has been vacant for 3 years and she didn't balk at the number I offered her. So, because I've been kind of talking, I'm like, we could sign to do a contract, before even you get full title of the house, because, I've been talking to my attorney and she's, open to that. So it's just like, just in the terms be like, this is dependent on, you getting title of the house, essentially. So I was thinking like that's a pretty good deal. And then also there's some other ones I've been kind of working up and, getting some leads, but it's gonna be tough getting some good traction cold calling. And then it's like, I can send direct mail. Like I went through your ROS course. I saw a couple of your videos before, but it's solid course, by the way. Good stuff. The fact that you're giving that stuff out for free is, like everybody on here, y'all need to go through that stuff. It's great. It's some good stuff.
Mailingmaster.com, but
yeah. So I actually might put a good bit of my from the deal I'm getting at the end of this month. I might dump a lot of that into ROS postcard, because at least that I can just get calls and I can kind of fill them at work and be like, hey, I'll get some more info after work. So just depends. But also I'm thinking about possibly either hiring a VA or have my mom answer the phones. So that's another thing to consider too. So.
That would be definitely something I would definitely tell you. As I would want someone answering the phone call live.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're in Asheville, right?
Yeah.
For Asheville, I would just make sure, honestly, that direct mail is working in that market. Some markets, most markets, direct mail does work.
Oh, it definitely works. I mean, I've tested some. I've done some like handwritten ones, and I've gotten some good response rates. I've gotten like, I think one of my campaigns, it was like 300 letters, but I got like just from a driving for dollars leads, I got about 6% response rate. So, which
that's
wasn't
pretty
bad.
good. Yeah. I'd test it out and try to see. Yeah. I would have at least maybe your wife or just somebody who can speak English. Yeah. Answer it. And it'll just bring that connection, because that first impression is everything.
For sure.
With the direct mail. So that's definitely something I'd get going on it.
Cool. Awesome. I was just curious, but good stuff on here. I just want to say, like everything, all the value you bring to everybody here is it's amazing. The fact that you're doing all this for free. So
I appreciate it, man. And you're helping the people out. You got a microphone and you got a parrot, or
oh yeah, it's a green cheek conure.
I don't know what that is, but it's cute. I love it. What's the bird got a name?
Her name's Missy.
Missy, I love it. And then. You even have the XLR cable. You're serious.
Oh yeah, I used to stream a good bit. So yeah. So
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. I appreciate it. Mail would be something I would consider, but just make sure it's something you can afford to lose, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
no, for sure. If direct mail doesn't work, it's something you can stomach. If not, I would try SMS or something that's a little cheaper and the ROI might be better, but it's more time intensive.
Yeah.
It's just how much time you want to put in versus how much money. It's really that simple.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Cool deal.
Well, I appreciate it. Let me know anything I can do to help you out. But Asheville's a great market. If anyone's got a deal in Asheville, do you want them hitting you up?
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Just hit me up. I think I'm Phil Corley on Instagram, so y'all could hit me up on there.
How do you spell that?
People,
won't be able to spell it.
PHIL Corley CORLEY.
All right, sweet man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, dude. Keep it up.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, man.
Thanks. All right, so what else we got? We got Corbin.
Hey, how's it going, Zach?
I'm blessed, man. How are you?
Good, good.
All right. Nice to meet you, man. How can I help you become a better wholesaler today?
Yeah, I was the one that was talking to you in the comments. It was kind of confusing.
Okay.
New Moon.
All right. New Moon entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Now
I'm kind of bad. I'm kind of bad at chat text.
Hey, no worries, man. I'm a face-to-face person too. So what's up, man? How can I help you out?
All right, so I'm in a real special position right now.
Okay.
I started wholesaling about a month ago, and I did my first sale around the corner from my house, or my first wholesale around the corner, and it went through. In the beginning, everybody, the buyer, the seller, everybody came together in the beginning, but the day of signing, it fell through.
Ooh.
So I didn't stop, wholesaling or anything. That was actually when I watched that video of yours when you were talking about getting leads from Facebook. And I put a post in about 20 different groups.
Wow.
Wholesaling groups. Yeah. And so like right now, my messages, my email is blowing up. My Facebook is blowing up. And it's crazy. But what I really got on to ask you is I have some government dispos handed to me, already under contract, and like I wanted to know, because right now I've been contacting hedge funds, and I wanted to know like how should I go about talking to them, like to get them interested and get more information out of them so I can know which dispos I have, because I get about 180 a month.
Nice. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So talking to hedge funds, I mean, I haven't done I'm not going to be the person that says I've done 50 million hedge fund deals, mostly through JVs. In my market, I don't get too many. There's some markets, yes, but hedge funds, you're definitely going to find the right one. They're kind of like regular cash buyers. They have to understand wholesaling real estate. They have to be comfortable with assignment of contracts. They have to be comfortable with your title company. And they have to be comfortable with you making $1 million on an assignment fee. So an example I always say is, hey, your name's Corbin, right?
Yep.
Hey, Corbin, because let's say you're the hedge fund.
Mm-hmm.
You're buying this property for $200,000. That's the price. You agree to buy it. Your hedge fund. Would you be okay if I put the property under contract for $1 and I made $199,000? Would that be something you'd be comfortable with if you bought it for that $200,000?
No.
No? Okay, fine. On the next one, I'm sorry. I do this for profit. We're selling the contract, and if you're not willing to buy the contract for $200,000, knowing I could potentially be making all of that in profit, then we can't do a deal. The reason why is obviously I'm not going to make $199,000 assignment, but let's say here's the truth. You're going to do more and more wholesaling deals, and your $15,000 deals, you're going to hit some like $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 deals. You're going to get better and better at it every single year, every single month. You're going to hit like a $70,000 deal. And
this one right here actually is what, like $400K, because it's 38 properties, and the contract is for $2.5 million.
Woo!
This is literally my second wholesale deal.
Wow.
This is literally like my second wholesale deal I ever did in my life.
Wow.
My first deal was for $6,000. I didn't even get it because the deal fell through.
Oh man.
And then I get handed this. I get 180 a month, 180 dispos a month.
Wow.
Value
Where are you
that.
getting them from?
I got a source.
Don't say. There's a lot of people watching this. So
I got a source.
I
met the person using your post.
It works, man. I don't promote anything I don't use. And when I do it for free, I still take that same advice in my thing. So the reason why I asked that is, let's say you do it for 2.5 and you put on a contract for 2, you're making 500,000. You don't want the hedge fund being like, you're making 500,000. We don't like that. That means we could have bought it for 1.8 or something, or we could have bought it for 2.2. We're mad at you and we're not buying the deal. And then you're screwed. As long as they understand that, hey, you're going to make money buying this for 2.5. I'm selling this at a discount to you at 2.5. I just have a really good contract on it. If they're comfortable with you making that assignment fee, then you'll be good. You just want them to be mentally prepared for it, because you don't want the cash buyer to blow up like your first deal and lose it. If they understand you're going to make that 500K, then when they see you're going to make 500K, they're going to be like, oh, good for Corbin. You know what? Wish I could make 500K, but good for him. And they'll buy it. You just want that to happen, because if they don't know that, you can potentially lose the entire deal.
Okay, so be upfront about how much I'm gonna make off of it with them.
No.
No.
No, because I'm talking to you. If I sell it for you for 200, I'll make $50,000. Then they're gonna be like, well, he's under contract for 150. I know I can negotiate it down. You want them to think you have it under contract for 195 and you're selling it for 200, right?
Yeah.
So what I'll say though is, hey, Corbin, are you comfortable if I have this under contract for 5,000 and I made 195,000? Would you be okay if I made that much on an assignment? If you bought it for that 200? Yes, we just want the price. Okay, perfect. Well, you take 200? Yes. Here's my assignment. And then on the assignment, it'll show you don't want to scream out how much you're making on it.
No.
But yeah, do not tell anyone how much you're making.
Yeah.
But on the assignment of contract, you got to be transparent. They have to know that. Because you're selling the contract, they got to know what the original contract looks like. So yeah, do not disclose it unless it's actually time to sign.
Okay. Yeah, and I actually found my disposition manager using your post too.
Oh yeah, man, dude, it works.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
we got like a great team, man. Everybody came together from that post.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, I mean, just imagine me doing that in 2017, 2018 when no one was doing it, because that's what I was doing. It was easy, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna
easy now. I literally
it's easy now.
Yeah,
but everyone still knows about it now.
Like I'm still getting emails from a post that I did 2 weeks ago.
Bro, keep posting, man.
Yeah, I do. The last time I posted was 3 days. I just been busy with all of these properties, like trying to figure out how I'm gonna get rid of them. You know,
that's a beautiful problem to have, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, you're in a good position. I mean, dude, Facebook has all the buyers, all of them. So many people on Facebook.
I was told not to blast the list. What does that actually mean?
Blasting the list would be actually emailing it out. So you could probably use like GMass, gmass.io, probably GMass. I don't know what it's called. It's just GMASS.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, it'd be expensive for you to do if you got that many buyers. You probably don't have like 100,000, so it won't be that expensive. But you could blast out an email list. There's multiple ways to sell to cash buyers. If you're using hedge funds, those would be the first people because they're the easiest, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But you can blast the list out. I mean, I don't know why someone's telling you not to, but once you get it under contract or you got the dispo for you, you just want to make sure that, okay, I don't want to get too much in it because I don't want anyone stealing your stuff, but on your dispo, you're pretty safe on it. So let's say if I just don't want anyone stealing the deal around you. So you shouldn't. Okay. What I mean by that, let's say I'll show
nobody
you.
knows where it's at.
Okay. What I mean by, all right, I got my buddy right here and he's sending me deals in Pittsburgh and he knows I can sell the deal. He says it's 1123 Main Street. I get a JV agreement saying we agree to split it, and then we're good. And then I'm protected because if I go out and email my list of 123 Main Street, another wholesaler would be like 123 Main Street. I think Johnston over here has it, and then I go with him, then I get screwed on the deal. As long as you're protected, I don't want anyone stealing your deal, man.
I appreciate that.
But as long as you're good on it, like if someone tries to skirt around it, I just be careful, man.
I got an options agreement on the contract.
Okay.
So it's my name, my partner's name, and the two people who handed over the property to me.
Yeah. So the main issue with people getting screwed out of like their wholesaling deals is because they're not vetting the cash buyer enough or right. If they don't have proof of funds, then I'm not even going to blast it out. And a lot of people have 10,000 people on their cash buyers list, but they don't ask for proof of funds, and it's not a good list. You got other wholesalers on your email list. You got to get proof of funds showing they actually have the funds to close on the property.
Okay. Actually, that's definitely, you just brought up something that I wanted to get to.
Yeah, man.
So I made like my disposition manager made a script.
Okay.
And these are the questions that we're gonna ask the hedge fund owner or whoever. But one of the questions are, what markets do you buy in? How large are your funds, which we just talked about? And how soon are you usually able to close? What's the best email for us to send the information to you? And that's it.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I would say, have you worked with wholesalers before? And are you comfortable with assignment of contracts? I would add those in too.
Comfortable with being assigned a contract?
Yes, and legally an assignment of contract.
It's like literally, like this is literally my second wholesale deal, and it's like it went from awesome. The house down the street to a whole nother state.
That's awesome, man.
Like is that virtual wholesaling?
If it's the same street, or where is it?
No. My first deal was down the street from. I know that isn't, but the dispos that I have are in another state. I'm in Jersey. The dispos are in another state.
Yeah. Did you meet with the seller at all?
No, talk to him.
Over the phone?
I have his number.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
if you never went inside the property, I would not call it physical. So yeah, virtual.
Nice.
Congrats, man. Virtual wholesaler over here.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. But yeah, dude, congrats. That's a huge accomplishment, man.
Thanks, man. It's been a long, rough road, but we're pulling together.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, huge congrats on that. Is there anything else I can help you out with, man? Because that's amazing.
I'm gonna definitely be on your lives a lot more. Just
every Thursday, man.
All right. So if I got any questions, then I definitely be on.
I ain't leaving, so I'll always be here to help out.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Corbin. I appreciate it, man. All right, let me know any other questions you got. I'm always here to help. Boom, 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 boom. Cole says, "Don't count the money till it's in your hand." I agree on that. Let's see. Let's see here. Kareem wants to know, what post did he use? What post did he use? That's a good one. I would say you go to freewholesaling.com and figure it out. It's in a module in there, and it's from just finding cash buyers through Facebook. So go to freewholesaling.com. It'll be in there, help you out. I can't get into an hour going on it, but it's a good one. Trust me. Definitely over here. Wow, pure heart of gold over here. I need this post too. That's awesome. Keep it up, guys. Love it. Love the Facebook training and the course, Zach. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Hannah asked here, when you ask for proof of funds from cash buyer, how do you know it's legit? How would they properly send that over? Just a copy of their bank account or a bank statement would usually help you out. But yeah. Congrats, Corbin. Keep it up. God bless. Roger that. Let's go. Let's see who we got here. Let's see if I can help anyone else become a better wholesaler today. We got Carlos.
Hey, Zach. How's it going, man?
Every day above ground's an amazing day, man. How are you?
Is audio all right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a little choppy, but it's fine, man. You're good.
All right. Yeah, so I was just asking about the legal description. Like, is it the one that starts like beginning on the south, blah, blah, blah?
Yep.
Oh, that does work?
Yep.
All right.
It's
and
like
I have
something. It's long and annoying, yeah.
Yeah. Another question is, like, I was looking for an attorney. I cold called like a couple spots, but they all had like bad reviews on Google, or like they're like, oh, they're not friendly, or like they just weren't really knowledgeable about wholesaling.
Okay, you're in Macon?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would do is find other wholesalers in Macon. There's a lot, and find out what attorneys they're using.
No, yeah, that's why. That's why I brought it up. Just in case anybody in here has an attorney that they've been using. Could I share my email so like they could like email me?
Yeah, you're on YouTube. You're watching this on YouTube, right?
On the StreamYard app.
Yeah, no. When you were watching this, was it on YouTube?
I was watching it on all but I'll share it on YouTube.
On what, Facebook?
Yeah, I was watching Facebook, YouTube.
All right. Yeah, post your email on all of them, all three.
All right, I will. After
whatever. I'll stay live for a little bit so you can do that. At least 15 more minutes. So, yeah, post your email all there and then just say, hey, JV with me in Macon. Yeah, and another question I had was, so I've been able to get people to like, I qualify the leads, and then I do the second call where build a little more rapport and like offer. But I got a guy to agree to my offer, and then I send the contract over while we're on the phone, and it's like a little awkward, and then like they don't want to sign it while we're on the phone. So like I just was wondering if you had any tips on how to be able to close. Yeah. So the way to do that is, hey, how we work is we stay with you on the phone, answer the questions you have. Again, this is all recorded, so don't worry about taking too much of a note. I just want you to get to understand it. So you can watch it on YouTube, Facebook, the Wholesaling Houses for Real group. This is all recorded. If this thing gets shut down, I can send you the recording. So do not worry. There's always going to be a recording on you, recording on here. So we're 2 hours, 44 minutes in or whatever, if you got to look it up. So, I mean, I'm trying to think. So, I mean, what was tell me the exact question one more time. Yeah. So what strategies do you have to get the seller to close over the phone? Yeah. I'm trying to think of okay. So is it over the phone, or are you trying to get them to understand that you're going to go with the contract, or like, what are you trying to get? Are you actually trying to close? Like
like we're on the phone and we agreed to a price, and I'm like, okay, look, this is how I usually approach it. I'm like, hey, yeah, so what usually comes next is I'll send you a contract. Are you familiar with DocuSign?
Got it.
Yeah, and then and I send the DocuSign over, and then once they receive it, I'm like, oh, have you received it? Like, let's go through it together. But like, you know, sometimes they're reluctant. Yeah.
Okay, is this in Macon? You're doing this too?
Yeah.
Bro, meet him. First of all, meet him in person. If you're local, man, meet him in person.
I'm in Chicago.
Got it. Okay. See, that makes sense, bro. All right. All right. So we're doing virtual. Got it. So you're actually virtual to virtual. See, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. So got it. So the way we do it, hey, what we do is I'm going to send you over an agreement, and it's going to be over email. Can I get your email really quick? Are you like, do you have time right now for me to send over the agreement for you to sign? If they say yes from there, then there should be no excuse not to sign. If they give you some hesitancy, like, I got like a big dinner at like in 15 minutes. Let me call you tomorrow and we'll get it done from there. Because you don't want that contract to be revealed and then they go MIA on you. They'll ghost you. It's not good. So what you got to do is make sure that, hey, do you have at least 15, 20 minutes for me to walk with you on signing the paperwork? They say yes, then you sure. Now they don't really have an excuse to ghost you, right? Explain DocuSign, send it over email. Hey, I'm going to stay with you over the phone. Why? We can do it. So I can sort of explain the agreement to you and just make sure we both get it done. And stay on them with the phone. And there'd be no, it's a little awkward them reading through it, but you got to stay on the phone. And they'll be like, oh, shoot, he's on the phone. All right, sign it. Because they're like, well, you know, you're not on the phone. They can just, I'll do it tomorrow. And then they don't do it. So stay with them on the phone. Make sure they understand, oh, shoot, I did say I had 15, 20 minutes. So there's no excuse.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's really what I needed.
Yeah,
I'm just
man.
going to
because like,
go ahead.
Yeah. Like if you're getting ghosted, they'd be like, well, I didn't have time to do it. Now they have no excuse. And that's where I've cut out a lot of it. But yeah, go ahead, man.
No, yeah, that happened to me with one seller. We agreed at, I think it was like 11,500, and he was really motivated. He had a squatter, paying no rent, like really bad situation, and he was like, "Oh, my mother wants," because it was him and his mother on the title, and she was like, "She's even more motivated than I am," and he was pretty motivated himself, and he liked the price. I mean, he agreed to it, but then he just ghosted me.
Yeah. I mean, was it after you sent the DocuSign?
I'm guessing he just like used it to like shop around,
That's what you want to stop.
Yep.
You can't completely eliminate it, but you can cut it from like 50% to like 15. And that's all you can really do. So don't beat yourself up if they do it after that, but you got to eliminate the excuses. And that's helped me out so much.
All right, man. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with the guru killer, the GOAT himself.
Oh my God, you're killing me, man. But yeah, man, every Thursday, hop on here. I'm always here to help and see what I can do to help you out.
All right, man. Thank you. God bless.
Keep it up, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks, Carlos.
All right.
All right. And awesome. So, guys, I'm telling you, I'm here to help you guys out. I'll come on here for free and help everyone out. So let's get it. So let's see what questions we got here and see how I can help the people out. And we're going to keep it going, guys. This is a fun party and see how I can help the people up. So let's get it going. Rogelio says, like it up. Let's make sure, let's see those likes are up because I told you I'm staying on here if we keep the likes up. So what did I say in the beginning? I'll go for hours. I don't care. All right. Likes went up like crazy. That's good. And we went from, guys, you pumped the likes up. I appreciate it. See, I'm telling you, the more you like this, that means more people get on there, which means the streams will probably be longer, honestly. So keep it up. Keep going, work out tomorrow. Here's the secret. Let me keep going, and then I'm just going to work out after. That's the secret. Love it, guys. 2 other questions we got. Anthony says, you're the man, Zach. No, you're the man, Anthony. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Jesus says, do you buy in Indiana? No, I don't buy in Indiana, but there's probably other wholesalers that'll help you out. Zach, can you comp me a quick one? 540 East Belmont Avenue. All right. Says it's on LoopNet. Bro, come on. You're on LoopNet. Oh, 540? Oh, okay. Fine. 540 East Belmont Avenue, Fresno. So as I'm pulling this up here, so here's the problem. 540 East Belmont Avenue is literally commercial land. I mean, what do we got? We got a Zamora Mini Mart right next door. That's cool. We got what, a peanut factory? I don't even know what that is. Okay. So yeah, it's a piece of land. So I would go after my land buyers and see from there. I kind of still have to see land buyers. Juan says, play the intro music again. All right, bet. Let's go. Juan's providing some value, so I got to help him out. So pump it up.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Hey, you requested it. I'm gonna do it. Why not? I mean, we're longer than our average live stream, so we're gonna have some fun today, right? I mean, that's the point, right? Love it, guys. I mean, that gets me every single time. So, guys, quick questions we got before we hop off here. Let me know what questions you guys have for wholesaling real estate. I love to hop on here and help you guys out because truly started the beginning of this live stream just talking about the unknown traits in wholesaling real estate. Like, we're the unknown trait that helps everyone out with success. And I'm telling you, building connection rapport, I think we've really tied it together really well today because talking with your cash buyers, having that, just networking with your cash buyers and just networking with other wholesalers, it's all about JVing. It's all about bringing everything together. Guys, it's amazing. So I can just tell you right now, keep it up. Awesome stream today. Thanks, Clean Lung. I appreciate it. Too funny. Guys, you guys having a blast on here. But guys, building a connection, it goes with your JVs. It goes with just talking to realtors to selling your real estate wholesaling deals. Guys, I can talk for hours about wholesaling real estate because I have an unbridled, insane passion for this business. And I can talk about it forever, guys. It's insane, guys. I just love hearing about it. I just love talking to you guys and really hearing your story because, I mean, it was kind of a wild one today, going from start to finish, hearing everyone talking about their wholesaling real estate journey. So it's insane, guys. It's truly a huge blessing. You guys are out here supporting the channel, helping me out, help you. I mean, you guys have seen it. My goal in this channel is to help everyone out learn wholesaling real estate absolutely for free. Steve's been on here the whole time. Geez, Steve, it's getting chilly up in Boston, so I don't know what you're doing. It's getting cold, so whatever. Love it. Rajilo asks, how can I find land cash buyers? So PropStream is a great one, but not everyone has access to listrei.com PropStream. So what I would tell you right now, outside of listrei.com, I think Facebook right now. I think the SoCal. I mean, you're in Fresno, so it'd be like the Valley. Like, there's Valley real estate investing, and so like real estate wholesaling, not wholesaling, but like real estate investing groups. I'll see what it is. It's like the Central Valley Real Estate Investors or something like that. It's a pretty good one. So let me see what we got. Oops. We'll go look up the Central Valley one and see what we got. So Central Valley, I'm in that one, the group. Central Valley Real Estate, California. Yeah, so just search it up. It should hop on there, Fresno Real Estate Wholesaling or Fresno one, and keep it up. But I'm telling you, it's on there, man. DeAndre says, does the buyer have to see the contract even if you double close? No. The buyer does not have to see the contract if you double close. Yeah, I've never seen that problem. We got the fire emoji today. How do you get around Zillow lead that says no blind offers? I probably won't be going after Zillow leads, man. Yeah, I would just avoid, like, no blind offers. Why are you trying to wholesale that? Unless it's like an insane deal, I'd probably start avoiding that. Any cash buyers in Saratoga Springs? Where's Saratoga Springs? That's in New York. Is that upstate? Let me see. That's pretty good. It's outside of Albany. Sweet. It's a good deal. What market? Let me know what market. I can kind of help you out with the market, because is it a realtor lead or is it Zillow for sale by owner? Let me know. Red Sox territory. Oh no. On the Mass border. It's 78 in Massachusetts. All right, it ain't getting cold yet. I'll check back with you in a month. All right. We'll talk in a month, Steve. Okay. And we'll see what we can do from there. But I can tell you guys right now, you've been a blessing in my life here, guys. Just supporting me on the channel, guys. I am not going to stop helping you guys in wholesaling real estate. I'm telling you, I am on a mission, trying to put these gurus out of business, and we're one step closer every single day, guys. I will not let I will not let these gurus try to outwork what we're trying on providing the value. They claim they do it on the thing. I'm not going to get into that today, but guys, I just wanted to help you guys out today, and hopefully I did. If I got any value out of this video, please smash that like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. Again, it helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps me help you learn wholesaling real estate. So I appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. Guys, network in the comments. I appreciate it, guys. Join Wholesaling Houses for Real. That's my Facebook group. It's called Wholesaling Houses for Real. Let me pop it up for you guys here. Wholesaling Houses for Real. It's my Facebook group. It's trying to pop it up, make the largest wholesaling Facebook group on there. So there's the most JVing opportunities. So all of real estate wholesaling is kind of in that group. That is the town square of wholesaling real estate. I kind of wanted it to be like that because there's no gurus allowed in there. There's no promoting of courses. There's no sales gimmicks there. Oh, join my cold calling course. Teach you for $5,000. Guys, it's just for people to collaborate, ask questions, and really become better wholesalers together. I feel like I provide value on there. And then the town square of real estate knowledge, of course, on the YouTube channel, guys, here. And then also at freewholesaling.com. Try to help people out here. And that's the last plug I can give to it. Guys, if you want to learn mailing, just go to mailingmastery.com. But really freewholesaling.com. That's where I've been pushing. That's what I'm always going to be pushing, because that's the free wholesaling course. That's what's going to help you guys out. So thank you guys. Much love for everyone helping me out. And just the journey's been crazy for this YouTube channel. And I'm really appreciative of it. So we'll have me and Rick on tomorrow. We're just going to be spitting facts all day and helping the people out. So it's going to be a fun one. I think you guys are going to enjoy it and really help everyone out. That's it. I want to do it for wholesalers, by wholesalers, for the people, by the people. So appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing. Have a blessed one. Thank you guys so much. Network in the comments and go to freewholesaling.com and like this video and subscribe.